Hey guys. Sorry, a little bit late this time. A little bit late, a little bit late. Just got back from filming a show. And I don't know, suddenly, right when I went to start, my phone decided it needed to do an update of some sort and it just blanked out and started downloading. And just kind of, I'm like typing it in, the whole screen went black and then it started saying downloading, downloading. So I don't know, I guess it was trying to do some sort of update. And then after that, took it a while to come back on, but I'm exhausted, guys. Since the last time I was on here, the last time I was live was Sunday. I filmed 3 shows since Sunday, uh, including one that I just got back filming about less than an hour ago, about 40 minutes ago. I just got back from filming a show, and it was a tough one. Damn gadgets. Yeah, exactly. I've never had to do that. So I was just right in the middle of typing in the description thing, and all of a sudden it just went blank. I'm like, what? And I look up, and it just had next to the T-Mobile, I had a thing downloading, and then it went blank and came up with just the T-Mobile thing, like we're starting over, but it just like froze up, and so I don't know. Hopefully, it was just it doing its update. I don't know. It always tells me updates, and I always like, not now, not now, not now, and then all of a sudden it just freaking does them automatically in the most inconvenient time. Of course, it wouldn't do it just normally. You have to do it right when you're getting ready to do something, or you get a call, and all of a sudden, oh, guess what? We're going to update right now. I know. I said it's always at the most inconvenient time. Like it's like it knows you're getting a call. Oh, let's just do that update now. Uh, Let me go to the actual beginning stuff. The use something to occupy since uh, where is it? I thought it was right here. What happened to my full? Oh wait, oh I missed one. Lane J Fishing. How you doing? I forgot it's not in here. It's in here. What everybody's been waiting for, you know. That folder ain't empty. What are you talking about? There we go. Here's the background everybody wants. That's the usual background people want. You got skunked at Stevens Creek. Haven't been there yet. How is it? Is it full? I mean, it was pretty down low the last time I was there. Is it full though? I want to go there. I'm trying to hit up. Really full. Interesting. Uh, I'm trying to hit all the lakes over the hill. I hit Almaden. I hit Uvis. I just hit up. Wow, cool. I'll have to go there. I haven't seen it full. It was like way, 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 way. It was a puddle when I was there. Um, yeah, I'll have to go there. So I've hit up Anderson, Uvis, Chesbro, and Anderson. Those shows are in the works. Uh, I haven't hit Coyote yet. Haven't hit Almaden Lake, the one that's right by Bass Pro Shops. One hit Vasona again. Stevens Creek. Never fished Guadalupe. I've been by it. I went down there once. Me and my friend Ash were looking around and we went down there, but I didn't fish it. Uh, now it's probably full. Want to give that one a try. But I've been filming at the beach. Finally went back and did the old striper thing. Finally did the stripers. Yeah, see, I've never fished Loch Lomond. Still got to hit up there. Oh, I went to Lexington too. What do you mean by full? Meaning it's a full lake. Yeah, but no, it's full. It's like to the to the spillway, like all the way full. 2 years ago, everything was full. Last year, nothing got full, and everything was bone dry. And then this year, we got enough rain that everything's full again. Well, except Anderson. Anderson's not actually full. It's like 50%. That's why I said I just filmed. I just got back today from fishing. Really? Yeah. Well, we'll have to go there next. Yeah. I filmed 2 shows at the beach for striper. I know everybody keeps telling me Lock is very nice. I just still haven't made it there. Finally made it to Los Banos last year. Haven't made it to San Luis Reservoir yet. Fishing on the Forebay a lot, but I haven't hit that place. It's always way too windy when I want to go. Like 30-mile-an-hour wind. Need to also hit up. I don't know. I think those are most of the lakes that everyone fishes. You have a season pass? Yeah, we didn't have much time. We only had 2 hours at Los Banos, so and we were in my friend's boat, Ash, and we just I don't know. It's just not enough time. I caught 2 fish, but it wasn't good enough time to explore it all. And it was when was it? It was in the fall. Here in the fall. I don't know. The show is up. Yeah, I got hit up the lock. Definitely. They're all on my list, but now I'm sort of getting addicted to the surf fishing for the striper. And it's like 5 minutes from my house. It like takes no time at all to get there. All those other lakes from here, other than Pinot's a half hour. Everything else is like a little under an hour or a little over an hour to all those lakes over the hill. I don't know how far Loch Lomond is from here. Assuming it's probably about an hour, I would think. Isn't it? Something like that. I know where it is. I've just never been to it. Everybody keeps telling me about it. Oh, and I'm fishing this up. I have my wine, but I just got back too late. I tried to squeeze in a show at the beach. You know, last cast, last cast, last cast. I was gonna leave around 6. Didn't end up leaving until about 6:30, and then got back here about I don't know. Went to the store, went to other stuff. Got back here about 10 to 7. So yeah, I'm kind of exhausted. That surf fishing is so I don't know. First off, walking down the hill, walking on the sand, and I spend all my time running up and down for the waves so I don't get freaking. I mean, right now my pants are actually still all wet. There's a whole line of like salt that goes across the top of them where it's dried. Because I don't have hip waders or full waders. I only have the little teeny stupid at the knee ones. And I usually do pretty good at not getting too wet, and then all of a sudden one will just freaking nail me, and I'm sloshing the rest of the day. And I have to go up when I leave and pour out like 2 gallons of water out of each of them take off my freaking socks and squeeze them out. But I'm addicted to it now, guys. I haven't done it. I don't know why it took me 8 years to get back to doing the striper. I know last year I kept saying, everyone's like, go do a striper on the beach. Go do a striper on the beach. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's totally fun. Nope, no redfish. Around here, it's striper and surf perch usually on the beach. Um, with halibut and the ling and all that other stuff. That's usually when you're on a boat. But no, we have all the striper here, and they're actually hitting pretty darn good right now. There's a lot of good striper hitting out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna do any spoilers about the shows, but good striper running right now, and it's too early. Usually the run here is April through September, but they just stayed all year. People were catching them. A lot of my viewers have been catching them since they were catching them in December. They were catching them in January. They were catching them in February. I mean, usually they disappear, but they've been pretty prevalent. And hey, Lo, what's up? Made the feed, did ya? I know I started a little late, but like I said, it usually takes about 45 minutes or more than that for everybody to start getting themselves on here. Hey, Corn, what's up? We were starting to get people here. No, you weren't late. I was trying to film a show, and you never want to leave when you say last cast. Even when you're like, oh, I gotta go do something. I have something planned. Yes, I was a little bit late. Got here late. Tried to kick back. Didn't get to finish my beer. I'm gonna relax a little bit before I came on and did the live thing and storytelling. But I figure, I have this in the beginning. It'll keep people entertained. Yeah, I filmed 3 shows in the last 3 days. So yeah, I filmed the beach, then went to Anderson, and then I filmed the beach today. And I'm going to be filming somewhere tomorrow. And I really want to go back to the beach, but I don't know what the weather and the wind. We're supposed to have some storms and stuff. But I kind of found out something today about a different bait. Bait I'm using and the bait other people are using seem to be getting more bites. And I have some of those baits, so I really now want to just go back and spend a day working those baits and see if I can get some fish. But yeah, it's just been fun. I'm almost done with your video. Should be up tomorrow, Doc. Your video should be up tomorrow, Doc. Hopefully, it's in here. I've been editing the crap out of it. I'm not even halfway through yet. It's too much good juicy stuff in there. Too much juicy stuff in there. It's taking a while to orchestrate it and get it all down. But it'll be coming. It'll be coming soon. Probably. Hopefully. Yeah, it just takes a while to get the whole full feel of the day down and get the flow of the show going. And I'm kind of there, like halfway there. Should be a good show. I mean, it'll be a really good show once you get it done with everything that happened. It was pretty. There was a lot of things that happened during that day. Putting it together and orchestrating it. And there was something that happened after you left. Yeah, and there's something else that happened after you left that's pretty darn interesting. Uh, yeah, it was, there was like 5 epic events that happened in that same day, at least. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm just taking my time. It takes me a long time to go over all of them and watch everything. Oh yeah, it was an interesting show. My first actual show where actually, well, no, I did one. Well, Chris was actually the first time was a meeting with a viewer that was just a viewer, and Jeff. Anyway, I'd met Jeff before on the lake, but he was basically a viewer. But Chris was first, and now Dr. Hambone was the first time that I've actually set up a time and a place to meet a subscriber and actually, set up fish time. Now Chris is just Chris, and he's a pain in the ass. But at first, he was just a viewer. Yeah, I love that one too. I totally planned that one out. It's been kind of with the regulars. It's been an ongoing joke because I always talk about how he always wants me to get there early. Hey, thanks. Yay! Every dollar helps. That's what I tell everybody. The corn part's just like, whoa, late, huh? What? Well, I just noticed that this is the first super chat I've gotten in a little while, and it doesn't put it up here. Usually, right up here next to my who's watching and thumb, right next to it, it puts if you had a super chat and the amount of money, but it doesn't put up there. Unless I change them. I think it's just YouTube. They're always changing crap. They don't tell you. They just suddenly you find out. They're like, "What's going on? What? Huh? Huh?" City Kid Hunting and Fishing. Welcome to the stream. Uh, we're just getting going. We're just getting going. Like I said, we usually spend the first. Yeah, foul mouth. Yeah, they have. They've been doing a lot of. They've been doing a lot of just crap. Just warming up. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what we started. So this whole pre-show thing came from you guys because most events and it's a story time is the event. It's kind of like a game, a sport. So you got to have a pre-show. And I said I've never gotten to the point that I can have actually cheerleaders here with me. Maybe someday. But instead, we always put the girls on, have the girls playing behind us, just to keep us entertained while we're waiting for the crowd to get on. But I was a little late today, like I said I didn't go until almost quarter till. First off, I was filming a show and didn't get back till late. And then my phone, when I first started, for some reason, decided it needed to do a update or something. Started downloading right when I was getting ready to go live. Wait, what? Broke my phone, so using it all day. With an arrest warrant. Oh, that's. Hey, I'm glad you reminded me. I forgot about that story time. I have a bunch of others that are coming up that are non-fishing related, but yeah, you just remind me of. Yeah. All right, I have another story now. Thanks. I have another story now. I totally forgot about that one. Uh, yeah, thanks. That's gonna be good. Sorry, I need to. I don't know. I need to stream it. Stream the ladies in like a picture box thing. Kind of like have a second stream. No, not really. It's not a Pandora's box. It's just the arrest thing kind of made me remember it. It's a good story. It'll be coming in a future date. I got a couple more tournament stories, and then I have some. Well, I have a couple other interesting ones. But yeah, not a Pandora's box, just something that I totally forgot about. That'll be a lot of fun. Sure wish I could play music. Lady with the full link. There's just so many places I can go with that. I'm not gonna. My mind went so many places with that one. So some other people been fishing. How's the weather for most people? Our weather's been sort of, I don't know, on and off okay. It rained last night for a bit. It's supposed to rain again tonight for a bit. And I saw some more rain coming. But I think winter's finally trying to get out there. Really? It's raining right now. Yeah, it was raining here. It started raining a little bit when I came in. I think the storm kind of was doing some effects, at least as far as because I was at the ocean with the tides and stuff and the swell. But I see a lot of people back east and are starting to not. Wait. You hadn't even drank. High school classmate turned cop. Careful who you turn on. You never know what they'll become later on in life. Watch the bridges you cross. Yeah, you gotta hate when you're people you weren't best friends with, and that suddenly becomes somebody with authority later on in life and pull you over. That kind of revenge can turn ugly. That can turn ugly real quick. You have your car impounded. Well, that's these girls aren't too washed out. Yeah, it always comes around to bite you in the ass, doesn't it? It's always when you I have a good story about that, but it's not a story it's not one that's long enough to tell in an actual storytelling. But me, well, where I lived, a couple of my neighbors, I don't know, I was walking home and they were in a fight with some guy, and so I was there, and I kind of like, there was three of us and one of him, and they were fighting, and I didn't get involved, but I was like, saying stuff like, yeah, F him up, do this, do that, whatever, blah blah blah. And I don't know, I think the cops came, or I don't know what happened, but for some reason it got broke up. And then I was about like 5 months later or a couple months later during Poly Royal when I was at Poly, and there was kind of a riot going on or whatever. But I was there with my girlfriend, and so things started getting funky and that, and we walked in this backyard, and that guy that my friends were getting a fight with and kind of beating up was I walk out and he's standing in the porch. He goes, "Hey, I remember you." He goes, you were that one that was giving me shit when your friends were beating me up. And I'm like, huh? What? He goes, you know what, dude? I should just beat the freaking crap out of you right now. And I'm all, dude, what? No, I was just, yeah, I was just in the moment. Sorry. Yeah, well, I'm here with my girlfriend. And this guy was big. He was like way bigger than me. And like, I'm just like, no, I mean, come on. You don't want to beat me up for my girlfriend. I mean, like, I'm sorry. I didn't touch you. I didn't hit you. I was just, yeah. And then evidently he was like, yeah, we go get out of here or whatever. And so I ended up leaving. But yeah, like you said, it's like, met him. I was all the badass because my friends were fighting him. I was just down there saying shit. And then run into him by himself, me and him. And he's like, I remember you. I should just beat the crap out of you, right? And I'm just like, what? Because I'm not a fighter. And, you know, I was there like, really, my girlfriend said, you don't want to beat shit out of me for my girlfriend. Come on, give me a break this time. But yeah, just, like you said, little circumstances like that. Yeah. In and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah. I just got what? Well, and obviously you know how to defend yourself. I do have another good story that I'll probably end up telling. I don't think I've told it. And I have a good one about gang members. Gang members in Las Vegas. That's a good story. I might have told on here one drunk night or something. I don't think I did. The cop couldn't believe it. Yeah, no, I have a good one about gang members in Las Vegas. Yeah, I don't know if I told this on. Yeah, it was a gang of women. That doesn't count. Yeah, but it's a gang of women or a gang of midgets. That doesn't count. Hey, it's a true story. It was a gang of six. It was a. I have a story like that. I think I actually still have the reel. I should see if I still have the reel. I think I do. Let me see if it's up there. I have a good story about that. And I said, I think I still have the reel. I think. Oh, let's see. Perlite special. It's at the bottom of the pile. Is it in here? Oh, yeah, it's in here. It's in here. I found it. Ow. It's a good story. Wait, I'm missing comments. Missing comments because I left. Alrighty. This is a good one going for that story. The story before the epic story. But this reel. This reel right here. The Bash Pro Shops Pro Light. It's a really good reel. I got it on sale. Yeah, this reel right here. It's like 10 bearing, power lock. It's a great little reel. But I actually had this. The part I'm missing is in Pinot, right next to the launch. I think I only used it like for 3 days. It's a brand freaking spanking brand new reel. What I should do is see if anybody has one of these for sale. Know anybody that has a ProLite Special PLS 10HA? Because I have the reel. And this is the thing. I was fishing at Pinot. I had the reel, and this is the one that has the side plate. I haven't even told you what I did yet. It's the one that had the. This thing's old though. I think it's already like 6 years old or something. So I said if I can find somebody that has an old one, because what it is like I said, it has the you just. I don't even think you click anything. It's just you push down and take the side plate off. Well, evidently somehow I don't know. I loosened it and I went to cast and the side plate. See, no side plate. No, the side plate came off. See, there's no side plate on it. I went to make a cast and the side plate flew right there at the launch at Pinot, like 10 feet out and into the water. Yeah, I said I had it. I think it was the third day I ever used it, and yeah, it's brand new. It was nice. I used this virtue time. It was nice. It cast well, and yeah. No, I don't think the other ones fit. No, I don't think it will. I know. I said I never thought about it. I should have done it more at the time it was new. Well, it was new. I think this one they were discontinuing. I think that's why I got it for. It was like 100 and something bucks, and they had it on sale for like 59 or 49 or something. It was really cheap, but yeah, it's a great little. I mean, the size of it, everything. I remember it casted well. It felt great. Really lightweight, but you can't do much without that side of it. Yeah, no, that sort of thing. Taking off another no. I mean, that's they have to match up and everything to be because it's got the centrifugal. It's got the inside and the outside. You'd have to get. But I never thought about looking to see if. Oh yeah, it's teeny. It's a great little thing. uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like. I think I just did it accidentally somehow with the way I was palming it or something. But yeah, I mean, just the odds that when I went to cast that it went that way, and I was like, "What was that?" And it kind of messed up on the cast. I don't know. It's a Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, it's a Pro Light special. It says 10 bearing, everything else. It's a really, it's got everything. I mean, I could always use the handle for something, or anything, but yeah, I never thought about that. I might be able to find somebody that has one. I said it doesn't matter if their reel is really, really old and everything. I can pop side plate on this. The side plate does pretty much nothing but the cast control now because the rest of the thing is freaking brand new. Three little days with it, 2 days with it, and then that happened. And the water, it went into like 6 feet of water. So I didn't really know Ocean Diablo that much back then because he has a big magnet. I'm sure if I would have known him and contacted him at the time, he might have been able to come down to that spot and throw out his big magnet and see if we could catch it. I'll send you one, see if it fits. Oh, but see, that's the reel right there. Bass Pro Shops Pro Light Special. I said, I don't know, maybe it says in here. Might have a copyright on this. I mean, I saw the manual and everything, but I doubt they would still have replacement parts for it because it's so old. I wish good to call it Bass Pro Shops. We'll tell them and see what they say. I don't see anything with that. I don't see a copyright date on this anywhere. I just know it's pretty old. Was that 2014? Yeah, it has the dual brakes. I mean, you can tell by looking at it by this big round thing in there. It has this dual, I don't know, whatever, specialty sort of freaking thing. But yeah, it says, right, it only lasted me 2 days. And somehow I magically ended up losing the side plate, which just sucked. Because I said it was like 100, it was 100 something new. 100 something new, and it was on sale because they were discontinuing it. But it's 10 bearing, it's nice. I know. Pro Light Special. I know I could call them. I never thought about that. At the time, I was just too pissed. I said, screw it. Came home, put it back in the box, and I was done with it. I just kept calling myself an effing idiot. How'd you do that? Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I had to have them with another good story, but like just a short one. But when my very first time I ever did Central Coast Bass, very first one at Laguna, I had my wireless mic system, and I had this tripod, same one I'm still using. I had the camera on it, and I went to hook the transmitter to the camera on it, and I dropped the transmitter. Anyway, it was hooked up, but I dropped it, and it hit the plug-in thing, and it snapped off. It hit the deck and went over into the water. It was only like 3 or 4 feet deep, but somehow I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, I took a pole, and I don't know if it's crankbait or something, but I reeled it all the way up to the end, and I started like working around. And somehow the hook actually, because it has that rubbery kind of flexy antenna. Yeah, I was going like that, and all of a sudden I felt something. I pulled it up, and the hook had actually kind of slightly gone into the antenna. And I was able to pull it out. I still have it. I dried it out, and it still worked, but now I have a newer wireless mic system. And the water at Laguna was like always muddy and 2-inch visibility. It was like 4 feet of water, and it was too deep that I couldn't reach down with my hand. Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm like, oh, I'll put on a crank, and I don't know how I'm going to hook it. It's all plastic, hard plastic, except for the antenna. And yeah, I started like kind of scraping around. Also, I kind of felt the weight pulled up, and I got my transmitter back. I said I dried it out, and it ended up. I used it for years after that, so it ended up working. Didn't seem to do too much harm to it, but I bought a new one for. It's one I use now. But yeah, that was the very, very first show. I was like, and it just happened to hit the deck, like right on the end of it, like, and it hit, and it did it head end over end off the side of the boat into the water. I was just like, I mean, just somehow I happened to, unclip because it had the plug in it, but the way it hit it ended the plug, and that's, yeah. But losing that reel thing, yeah, I forgot about that until you guys said that they had something mess up and something come out. And I got another news story now because of the whole. Oh, you found one? Trillion.com? Trillion.com. Tag, best pro shops, pro light, special big casting reel. They have one for sale? $59.99. They still have them? Because that was the price I bought it for. It was originally like 99. I don't want to buy a new reel. I don't want to buy a whole new reel for the same price I bought that one. I want to find somebody with a slightly used one. Or maybe if those are around. Just saying, yeah. Yeah, that might be old. If it was from 2014. Yeah, it sounds about right. About 4 years ago. I think is when I originally got that reel. I think originally that was 110. But I remember a lot of comments in that everyone bought them for 60 because they said, this ain't a $110 reel. I mean, it's aluminum frame, 10 bearings, and all that. But I remember a lot of comments of people saying it's a really nice reel, but it wasn't worth the original selling price. That's probably why they discontinued them and sold them off. It's usually how it works. Put it up, see if people will buy it. If they don't buy it, just cut it in half and sell it off. Get your money back. Well, not get their money back. They're making them for way less than that. Yeah, well, yeah, I am. Throw a bunch of toothpicks up in the ground, let them hit the floor, and I'll tell you how many there are. I'm kind of Rain Man that way. Kind of Rain Man that way. No, it's 2019. Wasn't that 5 years? Yeah, I think it's 5 years actually. 4.5. Yeah, isn't that one of the tetulas? Tetulas, whatever they call it. You're the one that threw in the technical math thing, so I had to average it out. Yeah, I think it's tetula. That's the one that takes it out of the way. It is the Daiwa. I think it's tetula. I don't know how they pronounce it. Tetula or I don't know. I think it's tetula. Tatula. Tatula. All right. I always call it tetula, but yeah, I guess it's tatula. It sounds different than the way it's sort of spelled to me. Tatula. Yeah, it looks like it should be pronounced tetula, but it's not. It's pronounced. I think it is pronounced tatula or somehow. They make up names. Who knows how to pronounce them? I mean, gotta be. Exactly. I got in trouble for work for saying that. I got in trouble for work for saying that. It was I had my customer and my friend had a customer next to me, next to him, and the guy was foreign. And he was trying to explain something to him, but the guy didn't understand English. And so I said, just say it slower and louder. And all of a sudden, it was an old lady that was a customer that I was dealing with. And she goes, oh, my husband's hard of hearing. You should make fun of people that are hard of hearing. And I'm like, I was like, I, I think I actually said it to her. I said, no, I wasn't making fun of the fact he's hard of hearing. He's just foreign, so he doesn't understand English. I was making fun of the fact that he doesn't understand English. Yeah, she got mad at me because she thought I was making fun because she thought he was hard of hearing. Because I said, just say it slower and louder. Because that's kind of the joke when people don't speak English is if you just people always start talking in English to me when they don't understand it. They start talking to them louder and slower, like that's going to make you understand a foreign language. So yeah, but this lady thought I was making fun, and her husband evidently thought of hearing. So luckily, she didn't like go get the manager and complain enough because I was explaining to her, no, I wasn't making fun of that. Yeah, but I think I actually said that to him. Although I was making fun of the fact that he's hard of hearing. I was making fun of the fact that he doesn't speak English, and she didn't think that was too funny either. I said I was really glad she didn't end up asking for a manager to tell me that I had really bad customer service skills. I used to work at Marshalls. I worked at Marshalls before they fired me. What, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Sorry, I'm doing the math thing again. Yeah, before they fired me 5 days before Christmas. 5 days before Christmas after working for them for 9 years. Tells you how much they love me. Tells you how much of a pain in the ass I was. And finally, after 9 years, they're like, we found a loophole. We can get rid of him. It was something I said to one of the managers when I wasn't even in trouble. It was just in the office. And she said she had to report it. And that ended up leading to me, them kicking me out and terminating me. Total bullshit. Yeah, but that place is driving me nuts. I'd probably be hanging from a rope if I still worked there. Yeah, that place is just, I don't know, bad management. They work you to hell. Don't give a crap about you. Pretty much most retail corporate stuff. Work you to death until you quit. That's pretty much the way that place works. The fact is, most people they hire, on average, only last like 2, 3 months anyway. So, not very many long term workers at Marshalls because they understaff. They expect you to do like the expect one person to do the work of 3 people, and then when you don't get it done, they bitch and moan that you didn't get it done. When you're trying, they're trying to have you do something that should in 8 hour time or 4 hour time should at least take 3 people to do. Well, that's why I'm still trying to go full time on this. I've been on here for 12 years. I should deserve to be able to be full time on here. And I cashed out my 401. It was like $3,000. Cash it out, so gonna have some money to keep going with this. Well, it's been all the jobs I've worked for. We'll get this. Get this. 9 years at Marshall's, and I was never employee of the quarter or employee anything. And I always made fun of this because what they like to do is they would take somebody that only been there for like a month or like 2 months, and then they would make them employee of the quarter. From what? Affiliates? Yeah, affiliate. Yeah, you can do sponsored shows if you want to, like to plug them and stuff. Affiliate, yeah, that's affiliate. Well, I did the Patreon, and hey, you joined in low budget. You joined in for your dollar. Nobody else has joined in for their dollar. But I don't promote it much. See, my problem is I have a hard time promoting me. I like to just come on here and do everything and spend all the time and all the effort and make the shows and all that, and then I don't usually ask people or promote it. That's why I got now you and all the other people doing the intro for, because I don't know, I never really time. I just like to do it because I love to do it. And I don't know how to make money with my talents. That's all. Trying to. Yeah, well, and they're making it really hard to get subs, like really hard. They've since December 13th, 14th when they did that, they're screwing people. I mean, I don't understand how to get a legit sub anymore. I'm gaining a few more right now, but it's so hard. I went live, what, 4 days straight. Every single day I got done doing live, it said I had a new subscriber. Uh, Never got an email saying I had a new subscriber. My subscriber count never went up. So evidently, I mean, I had 4 people that pushed the button, 4 people that said, "Hey, I saw this guy live. I like him." But YouTube never recognized any of them. Never rose my count. Nothing. And the odd thing is about that, this happened before, and I looked at, and I think the verbiage they actually removed from YouTube. Because I went and looked at it, and it said, "Oh, why certain subscribers will be suddenly not a subscriber. It's like we deem them not legit or a spam or something like that." And then it said, "But anyway, we don't count them as a sub to you. They will still get all your notifications and still will get notified every time you upload a video." So how is that not a subscriber? I mean, it doesn't count for me. Yet you're still sending them all my notifications, everything else, and so they still think they're subscribed to me, but their sub didn't count. Which I don't know. I think that might lead to something that could be considered like a class action suit or something, where I mean, freedom of speech or right to choose or whatever, they're clicking the button. Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, seriously, it's your choice to hit that button. And if you're not hitting it and going, "Hey, I just subbed to you, sub to me," because obviously under their policy, sub for sub is illegal. But if it's someone that just randomly clicks on it, and yeah, maybe they watch a couple of your videos and that, but I don't know, YouTube looks and goes, "Oh, well, they don't have any content or they're not on there that much," which they might have just started being on there. Oh, yeah. So, you know what? Their sub doesn't count. But it was their choice to click the button. And so YouTube is taking away that choice from them. Nah, well, I mean, they still do. Yeah, they still get friggin' enough views and tons of views every time they go on. Now we have the new CC, I mean, the new Google bait bandwagon, which is the stupid kick their ass, Norm, and Lojo fishing. They're all combining now and trying to be like the new Googans, which is kind of weird because Kick Their Ass was actually in with the Googans before they became the Googans. Yeah, but it doesn't anymore. It doesn't count anymore. I mean, one day when I went live with Pinot and I met all those people, I got 5 new subscribers, and it was how organic is it that I was at the lake? They like met me. Like, oh, wait, I'm like, oh, I go live and I'm talking to them, interacting. They're like, really? I'll sub to you. Cool. That seems more organic than just them finding you, not personally interacting with you. But a lot of those subs that I had that day went away. It's like, how more organic is that? Hey, I'm hooked. Hey, country life. Okay. Now we're getting people in here that are story people. Yeah, no, I actually want to do my I don't care about their what. Yeah, no, they ran the gamut of the tweens and the freaking 15-year-olds. My channel average age group is 25 to like 55. Yeah, I don't have, according to YouTube, I don't have any viewers under the age of 25. So I know I do because Rattletrap 36 and some other people come on. Yeah, they have all the freaking. You know how many times I'm at a lake and I see a kid that's like 8th grade, 7th grade, and they're all like, "Do you know John B? John B says this and John B says that," and I'm like, "Really? Well, you're 14 and you don't like them? You're 14, you don't like them, dude. Something's wrong with you." No, I'm just kidding. Good for you to actually go to a channel that has 40 years of experience and tries to educate with all the fluff. John B's the one that started all the damn B-roll shit. Well, it wasn't him. He got it from bloggers like Casey Neistat and all them. But yeah, Lane, if you're here, you're doing good because yeah. Well, John B is actually good, and so is um, Lunkers. I don't watch the rest of them though. Yeah, yeah. No, I watch John B and I watch Lunkers. I don't watch Late for Guy much. I don't watch Hate Flair, AP. I don't watch any of them. I mean, John B is now starting to get back to his roots, and I guess Lunkers TV had an issue because of his PST and drugs he was on. Because now he's a lot more mellow and stuff. And I like his content now, but for a while there, he was just like Mr. Spastic. Oliver just like he was on like Coke or 40 cups of coffee all the time. Somebody told me it was because he was having an issue with the drugs he was on for his time in Iraq for his post traumatic stress. Yeah, I just never got into Lake Fork Guy. I don't know why. I mean, yeah, I know he does good shows and that. It's just I don't know. Joby I kind of watched just because I've watched him since he started. So yeah, I don't know. He's doing some better stuff. I'm not a fan of him going over to. I mean, I like that he does the ones where he travels and goes to different countries, but I like his more just going to the creek and that kind of stuff. Kind of the way I do it from shore, that sort of stuff. But he is a great editor. And he puts together a really good video. It's just I'm just kind of pissed because now every single new fishing channel on YouTube thinks they have to have all this B-roll. They'll have they'll have a 10-minute show. They're talking for like 2 minutes, and the other 8 minutes is B-roll and shots of boats going by and shots of flowers drifting in the wind. And yeah, they all do now. Yeah, well, yeah. He explained all that. It's just gonna take way, and he would have had to move. And they wanted him for the name. He was the one that was already there. If he would have kept at it and didn't get his injury in that, he would have had a million subs before Lunkers. Wait, what? All filler to get the videos up to 10 plus minute. Oh, for more ad. Yeah. Yeah. 10-minute video, 40 seconds of, yeah. I don't know. I do that. I do that myself, guys. I don't know if you noticed this. I'm sure you have. Or you might not have. But in some of my like video blogs when I'm doing well, like the newest one where I about entering to be part of the CCB bait challenge. I think one other one. When I got done with the video and got done editing it, well, no, but see, this is what I did is I got to the end of it and I tried to keep it like really short. But me, I talk a lot, so all of a sudden it ends up being about with the ending that I do on mine, ends up being about like 9 minutes and 10 seconds or 9 minutes and 20 seconds or something. So I'm like, well, if I make it over 10, I can add a couple more ads. So what I do is at the end, the ending ads, and I just take the song and slide it over to 10:10 or 10:15 or something so I can get over 10 so I can add a couple ads. But it's at the very end and most people don't watch anyway. No, I didn't go that far. I think there's a couple of them I've done them, but you watch if it ends, all of a sudden it goes to just a black screen. And then there's about 30, 40 seconds of the song going until it gets over 10. Yeah, I get paid. Yeah, I've always gotten paid. I just don't get paid much. I don't get enough views. But yeah, no, I've gotten paid since, well, actually, they wanted to pay me for a long time, but before I never hooked up a bank account. uh, yeah, I never hooked up a bank account, and I don't know. I lost a lot of revenue way back when. I don't know how that works. I know if you, it's all, I don't know, it's all split up. I, I really don't know how. If well, a lot of them you watch without click on to skip, and then ones run, and you can click on them. It doesn't matter if you skip or not. Yeah, just so it plays. Um, if it's one that does skip, and then afterwards it comes up and gives you a link. If you actually hit the link to go to whatever the ad's about, I think we make a little more on that one. But yeah, I think most of them, it's just a matter of watching them. Of skippable ones do. Oh, if you skip, no, if just so they play and you skip them, that's fine. Learned this all today. Well, that's good. I don't even have to go in the story now. This is all about YouTube making money. Yeah, it's not. It's not about. Actually, no. Wait, sorry. I'm trying to read this one because I think this one's. No, see, that's the way it used to be. Foul mouth. Yeah, no, it's changed now. No, 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 it's changed now. You're thinking the old way. It used to be 2 to 3% of the ad revenue is what us, the creator, made. No, no, no. See, it used to be 1,000 views would be about $2 to $3. Yeah, but no, now I make 55% of the revenue. Yeah, no, I make Now creator makes 55%, YouTube makes 45%. Yeah, after they change it to the 1,000 sub and the 4,000. Yeah, no, if you go in and you check and you look if you're monetized and you look at it, the split now is 55 to us, the creator, 45 to YouTube. So that's why they're getting more yeah. These are girlfriends over the years. I mean, I'm 52 now. I've had a lot of them. Yeah, no, they totally changed, and it was after that they started to realize that people are doing this as a business. They need to get smarter, and a lot of the people that had all the views in that 2 to 3%. Come on, 98% to freaking YouTube. I'm the one that's creating all those views. I'm the one that's giving you your content. Any up. So yeah, they finally switched it around. It's 55-45 now. So yes, views are all that matters. Subs. It's not like Twitch. I think Twitch, after you get so many subs, you actually make, I don't know how many it is, 10,000 or something like that. On Twitch, you make $5 per sub per month, every month when you're on Twitch. And I think Instagram and some of the other ones are that way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, they're providing the platform, but we're providing the content. So that's why they finally got smart. And after that whole ad apocalypse and all the other stuff happened, they got smart, and that's why they switched it to the 1,000 subs and the 4,000. They want people that were actually. I mean, they're not denying anybody to do a kitty video. Yeah, exactly. Well, you got to get to 10. I think it's 10,000 subscribers. So you got. I'm not even there yet. You got to get to a certain amount of subscribers before you start making $5 a month per subscriber, and it's not a little number. Yeah, it's gaming. It's more gaming. I don't think it's ever going to be. I mean, that's where most of the famous gamers and everyone are on it. Everyone here, a lot of Googans and all them try to say, "Oh, I'm getting a Twitch account. I'm getting a Twitch account." I try to jump on the, but I don't think it's ever going to change from being pretty much just a gamer, a gaming platform where people go to watch people play the hottest games. Yeah, and I think Instagram the same way. You have to get over a certain amount of subscribers before you start getting paid. Isn't that the way that works? Yeah, I think on Instagram you have to have a certain amount of subscribers, and then you start making money. Yeah, that's why I said it's mainly a gaming platform. It's Twitch, and there's other, yeah, there's other platforms that are trying to take away the YouTube thing, but YouTube's first. Yeah, and that's why a lot of them tried to switch over to Twitch because they thought, "Oh, I'll go to Twitch, and I'm one of the only fishing channels, so I'm gonna get a lot of views and a lot of subs." But nobody, as a fisherman, goes there, so you kind of working backwards. Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, Instagram, and all those others and that, like Snapchat and other stuff. Some of them, it's like Twitch. I think that's kind of the way they set up their thing is after a certain amount of subscribers, you start getting paid per subscriber. Above that, and it's like a monthly thing you get from every subscriber over that base amount. Because I heard on Instagram there's people that have their dog's channel on Instagram, and they're making like $30,000 a month or $30,000 a year or 3,000. I mean, sick amounts of money, and it's their dog's channel on Instagram. So obviously, the dog's not doing the work, but yeah, they're making tons of money on Fido's Instagram and posting videos and all that other stuff of Fido and pictures of Fido, and that's how they're making their money. I know it's sick. It's I don't know if you guys understand or not, but who's that? Well, I'll just give you an idea. Oh, fish brain. Yeah, I still haven't got on there. But what the kid Tanner Fox, the skateboarding one? All right, that's fine. I know I've been going on so long. I will get to the story eventually, but after this, it gets uploaded. And you can always catch up where you left off. Just make a mark. You left off at 110. So if you go back and watch it, just start after 110 when the story gets going. Uh, yeah, no, that gaming guy, the one with the blonde hair that's on Twitch. I don't know, he's one of the famous thing. But they said, um, uh, they said with the money he makes from his subs and his, I think, sponsors and stuff, not not counting his ad Jesus his ad revenue on Twitch, he makes $500,000 a month. Gotta get off to get off. Yeah, just from playing his game and watching people play his game on Twitch. And that's just a Twitch alone. That's not ad revenue. That's just subs and his sort of deals with gaming companies and that. $500,000 a month. A month. And that kid Tanner Fox, I don't know if you've ever seen him, the 18-year-old skater and all that, but with his views alone, because he averages 47 million views a month. Last time I heard him, that he actually said what he gets a month. I calculated that out compared to my views and what I make, and it's kind of a rough estimate, but that would make him be making $293,000 a month. But he has his T Fox brand, and he has sponsorship deals on his channel and all that. So just a rough estimate from ads alone, about 300,000 a month. Yeah, I know. He's getting. Yeah, you have to get U.S. currency. Nah, ruples would be easy to get a million. Yeah, no, I did the math, guys. I mean, I did it. I know how many views I get a month. I know how much I make a month, and then I kind of compared it to his views and all that. So as a rough estimate, 200. It came out to $293,000 a month with 47 million views. So, and I said he has his clothing line, plus he has sponsored videos, plus I don't know, who knows? He's on Instagram and everywhere else. So yeah, the kid is just, and he's 18 years old, and he's making bank, no doubt. People don't realize the money; they just think it's like, but you got to make it business. You got to be dedicated. You got to know how to network. You got to be. I mean, I'm pretty much just on YouTube. I post stuff to Twitter. I post stuff to Google Plus, but they took that out. But I posted to Facebook. I do it to Tumblr, which I don't even know what Tumblr is. I do it to Reddit. I know what Reddit is. But you got to do the whole Snapchat thing. You got to go to the Instagram thing. You got to, I don't know, you got to do all that other social media stuff that all the kids know about. Oh, look, yeah, all right. It's Jay Jones. I thought it was Just Fish B at first, but no, it's Jay Jones. Um, yeah, there's a lot of money to be made. You just gotta get the views. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I could just if I dropped a yeah CCB sex video, I don't think that would go over too well. Yeah, it's just me. No, I was thinking because I have a bone to pick with Just Fish G. That's why, because of the comment he made on my other thing. So I was expecting him to come in because I saw that Jay and it confused me. But yeah, and I always tell people that when I was at Marshall's, I told people that I'm working on it, and they're like, Oh, well, what's that going to do for you? Yeah, exactly. Maybe if I made a hidden sex tape from the girls behind me during my intro to my storytelling, that might get some views. Be like, lesbian sex tape of pre-show girls fishing behind CCB. That might get some views. Oh wait, Hook 'em Down's on here. I didn't even see him. How'd I miss him? Ah, get out of here. Ah, I didn't. It won't let me go down. Gone wild. Yeah, exactly. What did I do? I'm like totally missing people now. I just, I don't know what did I hit? I think I hit top chat, live chat, super chat, none. I don't I don't know. It suddenly didn't show everybody else. Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, Famo. I'll be back. Well, I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm working up to it. Oh look! Oh my God! Suddenly it shows that what's his name gave me a dollar. Huh? I guess it was my settings. Oh, I can still see you guys now. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not like at least I'm not a huge phone tech guy. Never was. Never will be. It screwed me in the beginning of this because I tried to get on and it went to a damn upload. He'll go cuddle with the wife and then come back. Hey, honey, how you doing? Oh, you gotta go too, Lane? What's your time zone? Are you back east? Yeah, if you're back east, it's like midnight. It's either midnight or 11. One of the two, unless you're out here with us Western folk. Yeah, I don't know what time zone he's in. Oh, so you're central. Yeah, it's 9 here. We done Westerners. We get to go the latest. Okay. I think we got we got just about everybody on here that's gonna be on here. I've already been live for like an hour, 18 minutes. I haven't even got the story yet. We've been going all over the place. Chat. Uh Somebody get this thing going. We got to be having the campfire for the storytelling. From the future. Oh look, Chris showed up. All right, it's perfect time to go to the story. Chris will appreciate this one because it's about him. Uh oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm trying to find my fire. There we go. This is what I'm missing is background music. I just haven't done the background. Is that on? Yeah, repeat song. I haven't done the background thing since that day I did that old school and we did all that music stuff, and I ended up getting demonetized because it picked up all that music in the background. I think I can still do the remix, the Screw and Lavelle remix, and that it won't. But I just like it better when I have some. I mean, the girls are nice, but I'd like to have girls and music kind of under it. Maybe I could just kind of downplay it a little bit. Oh wait, I didn't get the props. I have props for this one. Yeah. Evidently, anybody named Chris just likes to eat. Where is it? Sorry, I'm getting storytelling. I need to find my props. Uh, well, I had a friend named, well, it wasn't Chris, but it was Jason. Uh, but I had a friend, Jason, who was just like Chris, actually. Every time we fished, he was eating constantly. Well, I told you about him in that tournament that I won. That was the tournament I won. I told you that he loved to eat, and then they had a barbecue, and he was like, "I love this club. I love this club. We got to join this club." I'm like, dude, just let they only do this once. It's not like they have a big barbecue every single freaking tournament. So, all right, I found my props. Found my props. We got the fire going. It's story time. Uh, yeah. So that was how it went. All right, guys. Anything else you want to talk about? Okay. No. This was oh, Just Fish D. Yeah. All right. Now you're here. Yeah. Get off. I saw the comment. I saw the comment last video I put up. Yeah. Get off. That wasn't cool. You're all propping yourself there. You guys suck. But that intro guy, he had a huge effing fish. Yeah. Yeah, like that. I use him in intro and he uses it against him. No, it's the 30-degree Mars. That's the big thing. The 30-degree Mars. That has a huge effect, especially when it's full moon and the water's clear. Chris brought that one up. Okay, so I want to get into my story. Now we all start getting all detracted. Okay. This was a 2-day tournament. This was, I think it was actually second to last tournament. Uranus. Yeah. We mentioned that, I think, in one of the other videos that Chris does, the Uranus thing. Yeah, so this was a 2-day tournament. I'm still trying to get into my story. I'm just going to keep going until eventually I can get into this. 2-day, I think it was our second to last. So it was kind of in the fall. It was at Cachuma. That's, that's, it's like an hour and a half drive from Slow. And I said at this point, I was kind of aware of the fact that I was going to be, in the running for Angler of the Year, which would have annoyed, my nemesis, Pat Fadley. Well, no, I got wine. So anyway, I go down to the first day. I think I've been down there. What? No, I'd already been to tournaments there, and since I kind of knew areas, I didn't go pre-fish. I just went down there for the first day of the tournament, and I was high speed cranking, which I usually did. I think I actually started. I think I started right off the bat that day. I don't think I. Oh, I might have tried. Might have tried one of those Air Spook Juniors for a little bit in the morning, but then I went fairly early the first day straight to my cranking, and I had one of these size, the 100 series Bandit, but it wasn't in that color. It was in root beer. Root beer. It's kind of a green with brown speckles on top, and then it's white on the side with a little bit of orange on the bill. And for about 3 hours, I hit up a majority of my spots. Usually I said I tried to get myself to have 3 spots to fish. Well, I went through the first 3 spots, and Didn't get a bite. Got nothing. I was like starting to get worried. I'm like, you know what the hell? I hadn't been there. I think it'd been like a couple months I've been there for a tournament, but that color was working before. The water was kind of that neon green color, late fall neon green. It was about a foot and a half visibility. So I went all these places, and then I decided to try another spot. It was like the water was so low there was actually this island. It's actually you go out and launch and you make a right, and it was about 100 yards down on your right. And it was a long sliver. There was actually a road that ran off it between it and the shore. And it was long. It was about 30 yards long or something. It had old trees and stuff sticking off it. Again, the water was like at 30% or something. Hey, David A. I can't reveal that information because I don't like to do spoilers for my fishing videos. But it was good to meet you at the beach. But right now I'm doing my storytelling Tuesday. So I was right in the middle of it. Now I forgot where I was. But it was good. No offense to you, but yeah, no. No, it was good to meet you. And yeah, you'll be in the video. That's for sure. But yeah, see, there's proof I was filming a show at the beach today because that viewer was the one that I saw down the beach, and he knows I was there. Rude in the water. Oh yeah, see, I like that. See, yeah, somebody got me back on track. Oh yeah, there's a road this way. So anyway, I went over there to this island, and I'd caught fish. Actually, yeah, I think I caught fish before. I think it was just starting to come out of the water when I was there the time before that. But I had this same 100 bandit, but I had it in the root beer. And so I remember I started at one end of it. I went around it, and then went around it and came back. And I think I caught absolutely nothing. Just like I'd caught nothing in the other spots I went through with that bandit in the root beer. And so I hooked up this thing. Remember this one I told you about, the flaming grape? I said it. It's got the purple. I call it a snow cone, just because it's like it looks like a freaking snow cone. So I put that thing on, and I'd already rounded it. I got back to where I started. I threw that on, and I went around the island again, and I think I caught a limit of smallies actually when I went around again. I caught little, like, well, not little, they were like 2.5 pound smallies. And so I'm like, what the hell? I just went around with that other crank. And it's the same as that crank. Same exact 100 series and everything, runs the same depth, everything, but it wasn't this bright ass flaming grape color. And so I went around it and suddenly had a limit of smallies. And, I'm like 5 hours into the tournament. There's not much time left. I'm like, wow, really? This is great. I'm like, what the? And what I did notice is when I was bringing it in is I could see this thing probably about another foot away from the boat as I was bringing it in. Like a foot further away, I could see this thing under the water, where the root beer one, I didn't see it till it was like even closer to me. So this thing just stood out more. When you're high-speed cranking, you're fishing it that fast. One of the important things is it needs to be something that's visible further away. So I think that was the key. So anyway, I worked around it and I came back to the original spot. I worked it around, the first time with the root beer, nothing. And then I worked it. And so I started around this time, and halfway in, starting on the place where I'd started the last 2 times, I caught 2 like 3-pound largies. And so I culled the smaller on that, and then I think I went around the other side and that, and I don't think I caught anything. But suddenly, out of nowhere, in like an hour, I had a limit after spending like 3 hours with nothing with that root beer color and all these other spots. And then I took that color and went around the other spots, and I think I caught one more in that, but I ended up going in and weighing in, and I ended up being in second place. And I was about, I told you it's a 2 day. So I was in second place that day, but I was behind. It was Chris, somebody. I mean, he was the tournament guy. He was the one that did the Weighmaster stuff. He was ahead of me by, I think, like 3 pounds, 2 or 3 pounds. I think he had 18 pounds and I had like 16 pounds something. So he was like a couple pounds ahead of me. So, yeah, that rounded out my day for day one. So, obviously headed home and then got up early and went back the next day. And, well, suddenly, I had my other spots. I hadn't caught much, but I had this island now, which evidently had fish around it. And at first I'm like, oh, smallies around here, but I caught two good, like 3 pound larges around it. So beginning of the day, I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I was a late boat the first day, but I was one of the first boats the second day. Anyway, I could only do 45 and everybody else could do like 70 and pass me by anyway. Um, there was an island there was that long sliver island that the road went in between. And then down from it, there was this little island that stuck out. It was about the size of a car. I mean, it was kind of L shaped and it was really steep, but the road was actually, again, it was close to the shore, but the road obviously ran between it and the shore. And so I decided, okay, I didn't fish it much, or I fished it later in the day for a little bit the day before. I don't think I caught anything around it, but it looked so good. I mean, it was just, there was kind of a point off the end of it, and it was kind of deep, and it came around to the inside in between. And I knew the road there. There was a bunch of brush sitting there and everything else. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to start there in the morning. First thing, like 7 o'clock, I'm going to go there. And since I had an early start and I'm like the second boat out or anything, and it's right around the corner. So, if I get a head start, and I didn't see anybody around it the rest of the day. So I figured, all right, it's safe for me to head there first. And I had to, I keyed in on this color being like the magic bait. So I headed there. I kind of came in. I said it was kind of shaped like an L. This face of it was more where I was coming into it from, and then the Long Island was actually about 20 yards behind it, the long sliver, 30-yard one that I caught all the fish on. So I went to that one first, and I actually came in and I kind of went back to the back side of it and came up to the point of it to actually make my first cast. And so I go up, I'm working up, and I threw off. It kind of like at the point, nothing there, nothing there. All of a sudden, as I start to round it to come around, right the boat, and like one of those things, like right before I, like a 3 feet of line out, a 4 pounder freaking hits the bait, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. And then, I lose him because it was just he just grabbed it right as it was coming out. I just got the back hooking him, and I'm like, holy, all that stuff. Like, I hadn't got a four, a four to start with. Oh my god! And he hit it right. Why didn't he hit it like out there where I could have got the hook in him and everything? So I'm like, oh, all right. So I go back around it, and then this time I come back into the inside. Yeah, yeah, one of those. I was doing that. I was in the moment. This was like 5 minutes into the first day or the second day. 5 minutes in it, I think it was like my third cast on a 4 pounder, and he freaking hits it short, striking it right at the boat, and I lose it. So I swing back around to the inner side of it where it's closest to shore, where the roadbed is, and there's all the stick ups. Throw out this same one, the little 100 Bandit. So I'm reeling in. One hits it. I set the hook, and it starts peeling drag. I'm like sitting there going, oh, oh. It takes out like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet of drag. I mean, I never saw the fish, but I'm assuming, probably a good, at that, about it's 6 to 7 pound easily for the fact that it just like, I was almost like a snake carp, but it wasn't a carp. And so I'm bringing it in, I'm fighting, I get in close, I get next to the boat. And I remember I told you there were all these stick ups and everything. So I get next to the boat, and all of a sudden, I'm like, no. I pull on again. It's like, well, evidently on this charge and taking out the line, he'd gone through somebody else's line that was wrapped around some of the stick ups that were down there. And so I'm like, so I click it in gear and and I'm like, and he takes off. He takes like 10 feet of line out. And I'm like, all right, click it back in. He starts fighting. I start pulling him in and I get him to the same spot. And it's like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it was only like 7, 8 feet deep. I almost thought about jumping in and see if I could swim down there and like get out. But then I had images of me like getting the hook stuck in my finger and me not being able to break the line and me drowning. So I didn't do that. But I spent about at least, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes. Just I kept clicking gear, letting him swim, and then reeling back into it, letting him swim, reeling back into it. And so finally, I just came to the decision that I just gonna have to break it off. So I just reeled it. I tried pulling as hard as I could, everything else to maybe break the line, all that. And finally, I just tink, gone. Well, not only did I lost 4 and then I lost this one, which is a really good fish. But the worst thing was that was the only sparkle ghost that I had with me. And this was the magic lure. I mean, I tried that root beer one, never even got a bite on it. And this is the only light colored one I had, was this one. And it was gone. Like 15 minutes into the tournament. And I had a 4 on it, and I had this fish that was probably a 6 or 7 on it. And I'm like, oh my God. So I dug through and I found this. This is a lavender shad, the Norman. I mean, it's a little bit bigger. It's got a small bill, but it runs about the same depth. Anyway, this has the white bill on that. Runs about the same depth and everything else as it. It's just, it's a bigger profile. I mean, obviously, if you look at the two, it's a lot bigger profile. This has more of a, well, they have sort of, oh, that's over here. They have very similar lower tone to them. But anyway, so since that was the only other one that I had that had kind of lavender in it, because that one has purple on it, I thought it was sort of a match and makes it a little bigger. So I tie that on and I go around to the top of the point where I missed the 4-pounder that short struck it right boat. But at this time, right behind me, coming up the shoreline, is my nemesis, Pat Fadley. He's coming up. He's like 30 yards away, but he's coming towards me. And I would have just so loved to have put that big fish in the boat while he was, within sight distance. So I take this thing, a little end, I throw it out on that point again, get it cranked down to like the 4 to 6 foot. Bam, big fish, takes a little bit of drag. I'm fighting it in. I'm like, oh my God, it jumps. It was like a 5.5, right? I'm like, oh my God. And Pat's coming. I so wanted that thing in a freaking net. I wanted to be holding up when he came up to ask me how my day was going. Because it only been like 20 minutes of the second day, and I was the same place as ever. And so I'm fighting, and it's coming at the boat. And instead of, doing the normal thing and fighting it at the boat, I'm like so wanted it. So I put my rod over the side of the boat, and I reach down like this to the backside to get the net. Well, while I did that, it actually took off and went under the boat, but my boat and the rod, and it hit and it bent, and since there was so much in my drag, and as I'm picking up the net, it snapped line. And I'm just like, oh my God, really? What? Like, I just lost that one because of that. I just lost that one. Yeah, I lost probably a 6 or 7, a 5.5, and a 4 in about 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes of the tournament. and yeah, I mean, if he would have been there and I wouldn't have been so into wanting to like put it in his face and having that nice fish, I probably would have fought it more and been smart about it. But since I'd already lost the other two and I was kind of frustrated, I just wanted to get one in the boat. And yeah, I said, when you said it, I think it was kind of like, I mean, it was just the tip that kind of bent because of the way I had to pull on the side when I leaned over. But it's not a bait caster, that it's not going to pull out drag. And yeah, he had a head start coming at it. I mean, I should have, fought him and brought him out and everything, got him to the side, but then grabbed the net. But yeah, so that was, that was, I lost, probably at least a 6 and a 4. So I lost like almost 16 pounds of fish and 3 fish in like 20 minutes. In the very first 20 minutes I spent fishing of the second day. And I was in second place. Yeah. And I was in second place by like 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Yeah. Well, but okay. Yeah, well, that obviously that sucked. I mean, that part sucked to have that sort of thing happen in the first like 15, 20 minutes tournament. And because you never get that. I mean, you usually have a kicker that might be at 6 pounds. You might have, but a 4, probably a 4 for sure, because I saw it. The other one was 5.5, 5 for sure. The other one, just the way it took off and the amount of power it had with the dragon. I don't know, at 6, 7, it might have been even bigger. I don't know if Jim had some big fish, but it had power. I mean, when I set that hook, that thing just started peeling drag, and it took me a while to game. But that was not that was, but see that this was it's an 8-hour tournament, and the first day I found no fish on pretty much any other colored crankbait that I had in the boat, except this one that I threw on because it had the white and the lavender, and this one because it has like the purple lavender and the thing. So I'm in second place. It's 20 minutes in the tournament, 30 minutes in the tournament, and I have no other cranks that are light colored. Everything else I have is dark colored. Well, not dark. The root beer is, I mean, it's kind of greenish and kind of white on them, but yeah, I mean, it was just like, it was so devastating. Like, I found that color of the crank the day before. I kind of, I found it later in the day. I was like, couldn't wait to spend a full day fishing this color and this thing and go to all those other spots, because I hadn't even fished those other spots yet with this color. I mean, I fished them the other day for a little bit, but it was late. No, it was just the fact that this showed up from further away. Like I said, I could see this at least a foot further away than the root beer in the water. And I said, when you're high speed cranking that, it's all about visibility. If they can see it a little bit further away and they hone in on it because of the sound of that, but if they can visualize that, they have a better option of attacking it and grabbing it. And when I know, that's why I said noticed the difference is when I was reeling in, I could see this thing a lot further away from the boat than I could the root beer. So that's why I said I think that had a lot to do with it. Was just the fact that this, for some reason, with the sparkle in that, it just stood out. But yeah, okay, back to the tournament. Here was, 30 minutes into an 8.5-hour day or whatever it was, and I had this one. I had the same one. It was light, and I think it was. Let me see. I think I might have it. Yeah, because when you're reeling it that fast, they need to see it. It's a visual. I mean, they can hear it coming out, but they need to visually like tune in on it. I had this one. Kind of same thing, but see, it's all green on top. It doesn't have that lavender. For some reason, it was that grapey lavender thing. Because, grape in dirty water and all that, you usually use the brown of the grape and all that. With that lavender in color and the gray. I don't know, for some reason. But I had one of these, I think, left. Plus, I had the root beer, but I don't have any in here to do a reference to it. But I don't know. It's more green with brown speckles. So anyway, I ended up just using that one that I showed you. and just scouring all my other spots. And I went over and went around the island and all that. And I did end up weighing a limit. I got a whole limit of 5 fish, but I think it was only like another like 16 pounds. And so I had like 16, 16. I had like 32, 33. And it was Chris, like Chris that's on here, but Chris something. I think he was doing it. But anyway, he ended up getting another like 18 pounds. So he had like 36 pounds. So he ended up winning by like 3 pounds. But I lost in 3 fish. I could have had 60 pounds. So 16, and if I think two of my weight after that were about 3 pounds each, and then the others were like two or something. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. I could have had like 23 pounds if I would have got those 3 fish right off the bat into the boat. So yeah, I probably would have won by probably at least a pound. But and I don't know if there was on. I mean, to get those 3 big fish right away on this color that turned out to be so hot for some reason the day before. I mean, I said I went around with the root beer that island the day before, and I didn't even get a bite. And I went around with this, and I got 5 smallies. I went around it and called out with 2 3 pound largemouth, and I cut large smallie, and it was a hot ticket for some reason. This color in that water, and I didn't discover it until about 4 hours into the first day. And so this time I'm like, "Ooh, right in the morning, yeah, I can freaking check out all my other spots. Maybe there's big ones there. Maybe this color is the key. Maybe I can whack like a 30-pound bag." And obviously it was a key because it got those 3 fish, but I lost it all in those 3 fish to start with. So I never got to explore that island again. I never got to explore a lot of my other places earlier on because the bite seemed to be a little bit earlier in the day, like between like 11 and 1 or something, and not much of a mid after. But yeah, I lost the whole chance just because I don't know. I was on a budget then. I would usually buy, 2 or 3 of them at the same time, and then I would kind of work it down to just having one, being an idiot, and I would replace the other ones until I had none. And yeah, being a low budget tournament fisherman, kind of like low budget bass, and yeah, it freaking I don't even know all those other spots I could have tried with something similar to that color. I mean, the fact that in that I mean, the odds that your first 3 fish are probably are a 4, a 6 or a 7, and a 5.5, and it was on a bait you didn't discover early the day before, and suddenly you're left with nothing that looks like it for the rest of the freaking day. But I mean, I was in second when I went into it, and I ended up staying in second when it was all over. So kudos that I actually was able to scramble and not drop further down and maintain. But yeah, it was just I said this is you're gonna win the tournaments and all that, you gotta at least have 2 or 3 or 4 the bait you think you're gonna be using or the color you're gonna be using. But I was always like, I should have got this. What did I miss? Not much. You'll have to go back and stream for the rest of it. Yeah, so that's the story of the one I should have won. If I'd have won that one, I would have won Angler of the Year, by the way. Easily would have won Angler of the Year. That would have given me enough more points to win Angler of the Year. But like I said, it was just completely, it's just, I don't know. How many of you are, I don't know. Did you a lot of you guys fish tournaments? Did most of you fish tournaments? I mean, like I said, it's totally different when it is totally a different thing when you're in a tournament and money's on the line. For some reason, everything just gets magnified, and that that one missed fish or yeah, but everything gets magnified. Yeah, and it's just I mean, like I said, it's just I don't know, it's forgetting a pole. It's you know, you're out in the water and you're in a tournament, and you can't go back to shore, but suddenly you realize you forgot to pack the other pack of the colored worm that you were catching them on. Yeah, well then you know how it is, Judge Fisty. Yeah, it is. Well, towards the end of it, I mean, compared to the beginning, the first three tournaments, I was a total freaking mess. At this point, I was pretty much calm and everything when I fished them, but it was just the fact that I just hadn't replaced those two lures, and I just kind of let it go down to the fact that I only had one of them because I always like to have at least two just in case of a certain bait. Oh, I've had them do that. I've had them do that. Dude, I've had so many pros when I'm in the back of the boat that switch to the profile or something I'm using. That well, but I'm in the front of the boat. They paid the big money. If you start catching behind them on a profile and they switch to it, well, you can't tell them not to. Well, I don't know. I take it as a compliment. Well, I take it as a compliment. I mean, if I'm a co-angler and they're like sponging off me and starting to use what I'm using because I'm doing better than them from the back of the boat, doesn't help you do better as a co-angler, but it lets you know that you're giving them ideas. And I'm that way anyway. I actually give a lot of the pros when I'm at the back of the boat. I give them all kinds of advice. Yeah, exactly. They're too secret to get bit. Yeah, some baits are too secret to even get bit. So secret, the bass won't even bite them. Be good marketing. Oh yeah, I had a pro give me Joe Reby gave me one of his cranks. He said he wanted back afterwards, and I only fished 12 on line, and it was all rocky and docks, and I was like, I didn't want to lose it, so I didn't really fish it very well, and I didn't. I've been better off fishing one of my own. But he's like, dude, it's the hot bait. Here, try this. But I want it back afterwards, and I'm like, you do know I use 12 on line, right? And you know that a lot of times when I get snagged up, I just go fuck it, break it up. I ended up using it for a little while, and I was able, but it was a lucky craft or something. It was like a freaking $15, $20 crank. Could have used one of my own, but he's like, dude, you haven't got a fish. Try this, try this. You gotta try it. I'm like, I know. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, but I want it back. I'm like, damn, damn. Let me lose it if I want, but don't tell me you want it back because now I'm all nervous. No, I've never used another. No, I've never had to use any like rods or reels, but I've helped a lot of the pros. A lot of them that are new, like they're from Arizona and that, and the first time on the Delta, first time on the Clear Lake. And I've been doing them for 5 or 6 years, so I know water that they don't. And I helped them out and took them to different water, uh, told them about different baits, stuff like that. A lot because, well, they were new there, and the first day they weren't in the running, and they only caught like two fish or something. So they were kind of screwed. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. Well, if you're doing really bad, Do you mind if I show you some spots? It's like, God, dude, yeah, I'm gonna be doing it because they're planning to do them for years afterwards. And since I have the knowledge of 5 years prior to them about the lake and fished with a lot of good pros in that, yeah, any sort of. So I would go around with them. We just fish for fun because obviously I only cashed one check in 8 years I did it. So yeah, well, this was actually these were on Delta and Clear Lake. I taught them on a lot of them on Clear Lake, and I taught some of them on the Delta too. Because you gotta remember, dude, the FLW, the Costa Series. Yes, you have a lot of good pros and sponsored pros, and then you have half the field that are pros, but they're just retirees. People in the always want to do it. Now they're retired. They have their boat, so they just do them kind of for fun. If they cut a check, yeah, that's great. So, and that's why it's so hard as a co-angler because you might be in backseat of the pro that's a touring pro and everything. No, I hate kayaks. I can't stand those things. I just freak out about them. Too too tippy and stuff. Well, it's $1,500. I think now it's 1,700. But no, yeah, no, I've been in the back of the boat a lot, and they're just or it's the only tournament they do because it's their home lake. Like they don't do all three of the Costas. They only do the Delta or the Clear Lake. It's because it's their home lake and they feel like they have the advantage and there's no time off before, so they can pre-fish the whole time. But yeah, and the Coastal Series it's pro. You're on the pro side, but it's AAA, guys. It's not the tour. It's AAA. All you need is a boat that qualifies and the money, and you're in it. You don't have to have sponsors. You don't ever have to have fished one before. As a pro, all you have to do is pay and you're in. As a co-angler, you have to get on a waiting list because there's usually a hell of a lot more co-anglers than there are pros. Pros can sign up, whenever they want. A lot of them sign up the day of anyway. They get kind of penalized, but those are usually the ones that are. What's 1,700 for? I think it's 1,700, 1,750 now for a pro. Oh yeah, I know Jimmy really well. Yeah, no, I know Jimmy really well. He's actually whenever I spend the time to edit my tournament diaries, I have three of them waiting. Yeah, Jimmy's always in them. I have a really good with Jimmy. There's one. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wait till I until I put it up. But yeah, no, he's a good friend of mine. Yeah, but I mean, FLWs is if you do FLWs or you do the Wild West Bass Trail, man, obviously you're paying. It's pretty cheap for. I think Coingler is 350. It's only 350 for the Wild West Bass Trail for the actual AAA series, compared to now 650, I think, for this year for the FLW as a Coingler. And I think pro entry on what's Wild West Bass Trail is 800, 900. It's a lot less expensive. Yeah, and now they're 3 day. They used to be 2 day. Now they made them 3 day. And Dobbins is out. He started it, got it going with full intent that once it got going and when they got sponsored and all that stuff, that he would take himself out of it. So he's already. I mean, he co-hosts and stuff like that. And I know Gary. I've known him since 2010 when I started doing FLWs and that. But yeah, he initially got into it, got it going. I think he had a 2 year contract, and so he got it going, threw his name in, got it going, and now he's out of it. Yeah, that was last week's story. I don't know. See, if I the thing is with me, as far as that and what happened, it's like if I step because remember that guy was a co-angler for years that stepped to the front of the boat. And for me, if I'm in the front of the boat and I'm the pro and I have the sponsors and everything else, That's my job. That's what I do. And me as being a pro in the front of the boat, me in front of the boat to have somebody in the back and to be able to teach them and help them out and sort of educate them about it and that, and maybe they will become someone that goes, I don't want any money from them. It's like, hello. It's just like, why? That's like, I don't know. I just don't get it. How would you just say, hey, give me some money? Yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I would feel bad taking money from them because it's like you're spending that much money just to get in here. You're in the back of the boat. I might be dogging you because of the way I'm fishing. Well, not only that, because a lot of times they expect gas money from you, and they're fishing in a way that they're sight fishing. You have nowhere to fish, you have nothing, or they're running a trench, or they're running a trench, or they're just, I mean, and they'll tell you right away. They say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, but the technique I have to try and win and try and, it's probably going to put you in a situation where you probably don't have much water to fish. And so I hope you can kind of figure it out and kind of get something. Yeah, but it's not, a lot of times it's not intentional. I've had pros that have intentionally taken me out of their spots when I've been catching fish, and it's not like they just suddenly stepped on the trolling motor and said, "Oh, we're gonna go over here," because I caught a couple fish in their spot and they didn't. But it's not only that; it's just a lot of them. And if you get with the good ones, that people are actually the touring pros. Like I fished with Roy Hawk, I fished with Joe Rivas Jr., I fished with Jared Bird, I fished with. I haven't fished with Jimmy Reese yet. I never partnered with him, but I've been I've been the boat with Anger of the Year runners and a lot of the top names in the back, and they'll be honest and they'll tell you, "Hey, I'm sorry, but," and I understand it. This is their life. Yeah, he's in my intro. That was the very first one I ever did at Clear Lake, 2010. That was the first day, and I had Ron Toby's second day. He used to be a big name, but suddenly he's dropped out. Yeah, but it's they're spending the big money. A lot of them have sponsors. A lot of them, have to pay their way. Well, he is now. He wasn't then. When I first met him, he was just kind of getting going. Yeah, now he's pretty much a superstar. Yeah, exactly. Bass University, that's where you need to go. Yeah, that's gonna make you better fisherman. Oh yeah, I remember those guys. Yeah, they were around when I first started. The Rippin' Lips team. The G Man. Yeah, but like I said, see, a good pro will tell you when you're in the coin. Like I said, I did it for what, except for this year, so that was 7 years in a row. Two tournaments a year, so 14 tournaments, two different people a day, so that's 28 different fishermen and pros I fished with. Some of them got repeats. Fished Joe Reeve, I think, twice, and some others. Yeah. No, when you're a coangler and you get in the back seat at your pre-meeting the first day, or even the second day pro, they'll be honest with you and say you're gonna have a tough time. I'm not catching many fish, or I am catching a lot of fish, but just the way I'm running the boat and the way I'm catching them in the pattern I have, pretty much what they're telling you is you're gonna be fucked. Yeah, and if you make it the third day, you fish with. If you make the top 10, you get paired with whoever's in the top 10. Yeah, and you don't know who you're fishing with. It's not like you can pick a pro. First day you're pro, and the second day you're pro, and then wherever you match up, if you make the top 10, if you're 10th, you're with the 10th place pro. If you're first, you're with the first place pro. And they might be somebody you fished with the day before. They might be somebody that you haven't fished with. Well, you know how many times I've been screwed? I'll have a really good limit the first day, and I'll get with somebody that's just not. No, but it's like I'll be in check contention, have a really good day the first day, and the next day you get with someone that's not really a pro or somebody that just bombed. And, I caught a good limit, cold like 3 or 4 times the first day, and then I get with somebody and I only catch one fish the next day. Or I catch 3 fish or something. Yeah, it's kind of it takes sort of that, and the co-anglers that are really good and the co-anglers that do well, that are sort of professional co-anglers in that. See, the reality is they know the water so well that unlike me, because I only go up there and fish it when I'm there, I've never fished a delta or clear lake other than when I'm in a tournament. So other than knowing other water and that. But what happens is when those co-anglers get in a boat with somebody that didn't do well or anything, they're like, I got some water. You want to go check out my water? And of course, these are the co-anglers that have won tournaments. Their co-anglers are always in the top 10 and all that. So of course, I mean, come on. The pro's going to listen because if they're a new pro or somebody that's just starting out and not doing that well, they want to learn. They're going to listen to that guy because he's a pro co-angler and somebody that's, so that's their advantage. If that, but with me, I get with somebody and he doesn't really have a pattern and doesn't have anything going on. I mean, I don't know the lakes that well. I don't know any other areas. I only fish when I get there and that, and I can kind of tell them about some other spot maybe that I know that. So, but these guys, most pros that are most co-anglers that do well and all that, they're up there for 2 weeks beforehand. No, there's no. You're not allowed to what? Not allowed to. Oh no, you can fish up till. No, not in FM. No, there's no cutoff. There's no nothing in the Costa. Most guys on the Wednesday before registration are pulling their boats out because they've been fishing all day on the Wednesday before. There's no cutoff in that. Tour is different, but yeah, the Costas, the AAA, no cutoff, no off limits, no nothing. You fish up till right before registration at just so you're there by 6 p.m. You can put your boat off the Delta or the Clear Lake or Havasu or whatever at 5:30 and go into registration. No restriction on that. None at all. I've never even seen a boat inspection at any of the tournaments. I've never seen. I don't know where we launch at Clear Lake and where we launch at the Delta Mat, Russo's, and 2 different launches, 3 different launches at Clear Lake. I haven't seen a mussel inspection. I mean, everybody has to have that little sticker that says blah 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 on that, but I haven't seen inspection on them. Yeah, well, that's probably not the Delta because it's brackish, and I don't know if that mussel probably can't live in brackish water. It's kind of got a salt intrusion in it. But Clear Lake, I haven't. I know at the casino for sure there's no, and the city park there's no mussel inspection thing there. And when I first went there, we launched on the south side, on the north side, south north side. That launch, that's where the one with Mark Daniels. We launched on that. It's on the. Uh, there was no inspection place there, so I don't know. And there's a lot of actually no on the county side too, which is a free launch. It's a free launch, so there's nobody there, but there's no mussel inspection either. because that's where I did one of my shows during the time was there. Yeah, so I don't know what it takes to be inspected or not inspected at the Delta because yeah, I've watched. Yeah, there's not there's nothing at the county, which is just down from the casino, which is a public launch and it's free, and there's no muscle inspection there either. Around here, you get they're like Nazis. You get put against the wall and you have to spread your legs, put your hands against the wall. They pat you down. They they go through your boat with a Geiger counter and a magnetic sensor and an oxygen sensor. And yeah, here they like here they even check Anderson. Evidently, they check bobbers. If you have bobbers, they're like they see a bobber in your boat, or sometimes they will ask to open up your tackle boxes if you have them sitting in a boat. And if there's water inside a bobber, you don't pass inspection. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's where they are here. Well, at least Anderson. Anderson and Coyote, I think. But then O'Neill and San Luis aren't that harsh. Los Banos wasn't that bad. I mean, you saw that one video where we actually passed. We thought we wouldn't, but we actually passed there. But we totally would have failed. The day we passed at Los Banos, we totally would have failed at Anderson for sure. Uh, O'Neill Forbay probably would have passed. San Luis Reservoir probably would have passed. But they're really anal at freaking Anderson and Coyote evidently. And also, I think, Stevens Creek, you have to do a test. And Lexington. But Lexington is. Yeah, exactly. Take it out before you get there. Um, I heard Lexington, it's no motored. Well, he said no combustion engine, but the canoe people, the crew there, they have their guys running around with gas engines that follow them around when they're training them and that. So I don't know how that works. But he said Lexington you can launch, but no combustible engine. You only have to use the electric motor. But that's the same way it is at I guess Stevens Creek. You can, I think Stevens Creek is no combustible. You can have it on the boat, but you have to have it turned up. You can't use it. You have to use only its motor. So I'm assuming Lexington is probably the same way. If you try to launch a bass boat or something, that you can't use it combustible. You can have it on the boat, but you have to have it turned up out of the water and only use chili water. I don't know. Like I said, it's funny because even in my videos, you can see them, the guys following the crew around that have their little Boston Whalers and that with a friggin' motor on them. Yeah, but they can run around with it because they're the crew. They're training for the crew, the world famous crew team. So they can have a combustible, but nobody else can. 21 feet. No, Pinot's pretty normal. Pinot's pretty normal. You just can't vote over 21 feet. I have it. I have it in a video. I got rejected. Well, me and Ash got rejected because his boat was 21.6. And evidently they made a rule. You can't have boat over 21 feet. Yeah. 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 New rule we didn't know about, but evidently. Yeah, so I haven't seen a bass boat or anything on Lexington, so I don't know really. Speed limits, I don't know. Isn't Coyote like 35? I know a lot of them, like, pretty sure Lopez and all the ones down south. Other ones, Margaritas, pretty sure, yeah, Margarita and Lopez, I think it was 35 was the speed limit. Nazi, I don't think there should be limit because they have those freaking cigar boats and that. I don't know. San Antonio, probably not. But yeah, no, a lot of lakes, smaller type lakes. Pinot is five. It's 5 mile an hour, no wake. A lot of people don't even know what no wake is. They do like 15 and go, oh, I was doing five. I'm like, hey, throwing a 2 and 3 foot wake, you're not doing five. 5 mile an hour is pretty much no wake. A lot of things say no wake or they say 5 mile an hour, but yeah, 5 mile an hour, pretty much there's no way. I mean, you're in like little 6 inch or three. I mean, you're not really. A lot of people do like 10 and 15 in Pinot and they throw out like a good 2 to 3 foot wake. And we always bitch and moan and yell at them. And I'm like, oh, no, no, there's no horsepower limit. Well, you saw my live. Travis was there with his friggin' full on wrapped boat with his 250 on it. He has a full on 250 in that wrapped boat for Lucky Craft and that. Doesn't matter the horse limit, you just can't do more than five. Some places have like a 15 mile an hour limit, and you can only have like a 15 or 10. Yeah, it's just no ink. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Is a lot of places they limit the horsepower so they know that people can't do more than like 15. So you go, it's 15 mile an hour limit, and you can only have a 6 horsepower engine on your boat. But a lot of them, it's like Laguna, where I used to fish, where I used to take my bass boat, trolling motor only. Trolling motor, trolling motor, trolling motor only, no combustible engine. But I took my bass boat in there. A lot of people took their Rangers and everything in there, and just kept them trimmed up and only used the electric. It's not that you couldn't have a combustible engine on the back of the boat. You just couldn't. You just couldn't fire it up and use it to motor around. You got to use your electronic. And so that's kind of what I'm wondering about Lexington. No, Laguna Lake. It's a little lake in San Luis Obispo. Uh, Little natural lake. It has a launch in that. And evidently it dried up in 2014, 2015. So I want to do a slow tour and fish it, but evidently there's no fishing it anymore. Yeah, so that's what I said. I don't know about Lexington. I don't know. I've never seen a bass boat in there yet. And Dr. Hambone, who was on here earlier, I'm sure it's not here anymore, but he was on here and he said that it's non-combustible engine only. So I don't know if that only means kayaks or canoes, or if you could actually put a bass boat in there and only use a trolling motor. I'll have to ask him next time I'm there. The Quagga inspection people or the ranger. Well, they still do. You can still use it, but I'm just wondering because at Stevens Creek, I'm pretty sure you can't use the combustible engine. It's trolling motor only, but they allow people bass boats in there. I mean, you put the bass boat in there, but you just can't use the engine. But I don't know if it's the same way at Lexington, if they allow you to actually put a bass boat in there that has a combustible engine if you don't use it and only use electrical. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I've never seen a bass boat in Lexington. And Dr. Hambo, when we were out during his, he said that. Yeah, that's what. But see, I know it's that way at Stevens Creek because there's a bass boat when I was there and I was talking to people and yeah, you can put bass, but you can't use the combustible engine. It's only kayaks or trolling motor. But yeah, you can put in a 20-foot freaking Ranger that has a 250 Merc on the back, and you just keep it trimmed up, and you only use trolling motor, and you're fine. So I don't know if it's that way at Lexington or if they don't even let boats like that in. Because the last time I talked to the guy, it was below launch, so it's sort of meaningless to try. But now it's high enough that it's actually on the launch, and you could actually bring down like a nice range or something on the launch and launch it. But I don't know if that whole, I don't know. I'll have to see. Some of them, like I said, it's always tricky with them as far as what they allow. But okay, so and they're in the same county, right? And wait, is Lexington in? No, they're in different counties, aren't they? Check that one out, Dylan. Is Lexington in Santa Clara? Or is Lexington in San Jose? Yeah, but Stevens Creek is in Santa Clara County. Is Lexington in Santa Clara? I know there's kayaks allowed. But I'm just wondering if you can put in a bass boat and use just the electrical. They won't be- No, you know you can fish off a kayak. I've seen people fishing off kayak, but I don't know. That's what I was wondering because yeah, Lexington and Stevens Creek are both electric trolling motor only or paddle power. But I think Lexington is it in Santa Cruz County? Oh, it is Santa Clara. Well, if that's the case, if you can put a bass boat in Stevens Creek, you should be able to put a bass boat in Lexington, according to Wikipedia. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because it's kind of right on that line. It's on 17 going. So I don't know. I didn't ask him. I think I kind of asked the guy one time. I'm like, oh, you can launch boats here, but that was when it was so low in the fall. And he said, oh yeah, but at this point it's only kayaks and like sailboats. But it sounded by the way he said that when the water's up and all the way onto the ramp, that maybe you could launch like a 14-foot aluminum boat or whatever that just has trolling motor. Oh they used to water ski on Pinot. Yeah, no Chesbro, Uva, all those ones that have the legit launch. Chesbro has a launch. Uvis has a launch. Um, you found that? Open to boating on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and holidays. Okay, nice. Yeah, I didn't know they had times for it. I totally forget what I was talking about. I totally got lost with him saying that Lexington was open to boating. Low budget. Where you're the one that cued me in last time, or Jess Fish did. No, Jess Fish G. You clued me into where I was when I got interrupted before when that new guy came in. Yeah, I know. It's like it's so funny because it's so right there, and I said I went to it once. I paid to get in. I went down. I hung out for a little bit. The winds were crazy. It was they just dropped it 2 feet. There was some like wakeboarder there, and I went in with a yeah, but I went in when I came in to pay. I had a cigarette. I had one of my clothes in my mouth, and the ranger looks at me and goes, "There's no smoking in here." And you know me, I like to smoke when I'm fishing, but when you're at Calero, like the ranger station's right there, and pretty much everywhere you can fish around shore right there, they can see you. And so I was like kind of paranoid, and it just kind of freaked me out. So Yeah, I fished for maybe. I'm still gonna do an adventure tuna lake there because I really didn't fish it. I know, and I wanted to kick back and have a beer, and I know I think no drinking's allowed or something. So I was like thrown off, and it's right. It's like so like in your face because it's like it's right there, and they have windows everywhere. What? Calories? Yeah, so I don't count it. Actually, it's in one of my videos because I went there and I bailed on that, and I went to Chesbro. Calories? I don't know where that is. Yeah, Colero, Colorico, Oak Ridge Ponds. No, I haven't been to those either. Spell check is reduced. No, I still want to do it. I know it's full now, and it's I know the area and that, but I know it's so close, and I've never. I think I spent like maybe 30 minutes kind of casting around, and then I left at the border. And we're concerned about fruit flies. Yeah, no, it's really funny that I've never fished Calero. I've never spent much time there because it's like oh, it's like 20 minutes from Chesbro. It's like, but yeah, no, it was that whole. If I can find some place to fish where I don't have to pay to go in and be, like I said, feels like I'm under a magnifying glass and I'm there. No, I'm in Marina. I'm in Monterey, so I have to go over the hill to get there. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you pay at Coyote, but it's way back there, and you go there, but it's like Coyote is like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like you pay, and it's like this station. It has all this freaking windows all the way around it, and it's like positioned right here, and the launch is right there, and everywhere you want to fish is like totally in visual of like this lookout tower of them just like looking to freaking nail you for anything. Like you said, with binoculars or something. So I don't know. It just made me feel really uncomfortable. I've never been to a place where it's like they set it up like a prison camp. Oh yeah, no, I've already done a bunch of videos there. The Coyote Creek ponds, Ogre ponds, whatever they call them. Yeah, they opened the third weekend of or last weekend in April. Yeah, no, I've already filmed a bunch there. Yeah, I'm waiting to hook those up. Plus, you can fish the one. Actually, what was the one we used to pay for closer to? Yeah, they're actually Coyote Creek ponds. Um, the one further up, the one you used to have to pay to fish is actually closed off. But there's one they used to call water ski, the water ski pond or something like that. Oh no, I'm definitely well. Yeah, the water ski pond. Evidently, you can fish out right now. I was talking to the ranger at Lexington about it. It's everywhere. Yeah, yeah. No, he said you can fish a water ski pond. You just can't fish the other one, and it's chained off or something. But I haven't been up to that one. I'd like to try that one sometime. I know it's the northern. It's more north than the Coyote Creek Lakes. It's further up. But yeah, the water ski pond. Evidently, you're allowed to fish that one. You're just not allowed to fish the one that used to be the pay to fish. That's now all fenced off and bordered. But yeah, I want to try those. I need to go to Claro. I need to go to Loch Lomond too. Everyone's telling me about it over and over and over. Oh, to get invaded by Hudson? Yeah, that'll take over the lake. Yeah, I know. It's so funny that I haven't been. Well, it took me this long to get to Los Banos. uh, Yeah, I'll hit up Claro this year. Somebody else, I don't know. Oh yeah, I've heard about that too. The canals and some of the other stuff. Yeah, I heard those are really good. I'll get there. It's all in the works. Yeah, yeah. I'm digging. That's why I'm trying to do this full time. That's why I've withdrawn my savings and my sold my soul to the devil so I can try to do this for a year full time and give you guys a lot of content and hopefully get enough return that I can live on. But yeah, I need to go try all those. I need to go even further north, guys. I need to do like Del Valle. I need to do Don Pedro. I need to do McClure. I need to do Berryessa. I need to go to New Melons. I need to go to Village Barge. I need to go Diamond Valley. I need to go to Eastman. Yeah, I need to get myself to the point that I'm, living large so I can go hit up and do a tour of all those lakes. And even go back down the slow and show you all the ponds I used to fish at Cal Poly and go to Margarita and Lopez and well Laguna, but evidently dried up. There's no fishing there. But I'd really love to at some point go back down to my original origins and go all the way back down to Pomona in LA and fish the Pud, Pudding Stone, fish Guasti, which is like a private like lake, like a I don't know, it's like they have a swim park there and everything, but that but Guasti, San Dimas Reservoir that I used to fish. Where else I used to fish down there? I don't know. I would just love to go back down there to Southern California and fish all these little ponds, the lakes that I used to fish that my dad used to take me to, because that's where I grew up doing it. Yeah, most of them are. I mean, Pudding Stone, that's where I grew up. That's where I spent. That's my first boat I had when I was 17. I took you to. No, not Swell Springs. Never fished there. But Guasi was this little park. We had a family reunion there and this little bay. They stocked it with bass and other stuff. And then San Dimas Reservoir, I remember it's up in the hills. I fished Vale Lake when I was down there. I went up to Baldy, Mount Baldy, and fished Creek there that was below the hatchery. Had a bunch of trout. But yeah, I'd like to go back there. At least I love to go back there and fish Pudding Stone Reservoir because that was where I spent from like 10 years old until 18. That was my major lake that I went to all the time was Pudding Stone. Any plans on new recording equipment? Like what? I like. I'm kind of edgy with that stuff, guys. When people come up with that, when people come up with that, um, what's this? I have a drone playing. It's kind of fucked up. Wait. Uh, wait, what? Well, that's what I was saying. I have one. Isn't this? I don't know, isn't this a GoPro? What about what? Prado. That's the one down south or the one? No, I have a GoPro right here. I've always had a GoPro. Pretty sure there's a GoPro. Off the 91. Pedro. I'm not sure if I know that one. Yeah, but no, like I said, guys, look, I have one. It's right here. I have a GoPro. A millionaire living room. Not really. Yeah, but no, guys, I have a GoPro. Just FYI. And I have actually this get up right here, which is basically a 4K GoPro style. Also have this one, which is a GoPro style. And I have, well, the Ion right there. Both side by side. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, I get distracted. Are you out, Budge? Budge. I just call him Budge. You out, Budge? Yeah. You out, Budge? Wait. Sorry, I'm going back to this stuff, guys. What happened? Budge out. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I knew that sounded familiar. That's Pedro. Prado. Prado, damn. Yeah, I think I did fish that. I knew that sounded familiar. I didn't know if you were talking about down south or not. Okay, yeah. I fished that one. I knew it sounded familiar, but then I was getting it mixed with Don Pedro. Yeah, yeah. I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Pedro. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me. I haven't lived there since I was 18. So it was like 35 years ago now, 34 years ago. So I know the Pud and I know San Dimas. A lot of the other places I used to mess around with that are all gone now. But uh, I would get there eventually. Sorry, guys. I don't. All right. Let me go back down here. What's his name? Pranky Fingers. Pranky Fingers. Uh, I'm sorry, dude. You just kind of hit a. I don't know if you did. You just hit a nerve with me. I mean, I'm gonna have to say it now, guys. It's just, yeah. When people tell me things about my quality of my videos and that, it really hurts. It's like something that I really have an incredible sensitivity about because I don't know. I watch my own shows on the screen behind you. Hey, Rail Trap Fishing. I watched it behind me and I watched it on my phone and I watch everything else. I really don't think there's anything wrong with the quality of my video. Uh, I just think it's that people want that super wide angle. Taking it too wide angles. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, I'm going off subject now, but yeah, he mentioned it, but yeah, I think everybody just wants to see those. I don't know. I think everybody wants to see those GoPro wide angle videos, and I don't know. I don't think. Uh, you see good performance. I don't know. I'm just saying. Does anybody really see an issue with the quality of my videos I put up, my fishing videos? I don't. I've talked to Chris. I've talked to a lot of people, but I get a lot of people that tell me I need to upgrade my cameras. So I'm kind of hurt. kind of having a pity party right now. Look at Well, yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, nobody watches my 360. It's not for the most part, but it's kind of funny that I think I'm still the only fishing channel that's put up a 360 video. By the way, and well, one camera's right there. That's a 360 right there. Plus the other 360 is actually sitting over there. I haven't done one in a while, but it's kind of hard because it's kind of situational to where to figure out where to do a 360. Wait a minute. If you had the VR glasses, they work, but you can scroll around on a desktop, or you can look around like that on a phone, or you can just hold the phone and scroll around on it. Yeah, I think that's what you said, Dylan. Yeah, I think everyone's just so used to that. I think everyone's just so used to that look, that GoPro look, either with the chesty. I mean, they're not used to it when obviously talking to the camera now. They all have their stills. They have their stills with their 24 millimeter lens, blah blah blah. But I think it's mostly when they're fishing because everybody's used to the GoPro look and the wide angle, and it's very vivid. It saturates it a lot, and since it's wide angle, it's easier to. It makes it look more crisp and clear because it gets less than that when. What did I hit? I don't know what I hit on here. I keep hitting things and it screws it up. That's good. Sorry, I messed something up. I don't know. I instead of hitting over here to do something, I try to hit this, and it doesn't show me why I miss people. Do you need to be less for that now? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Dylan, the GoPro's quality is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's mm, uh, you should try if I kind of sucks. I'm just happy to find you. All right. No, I lost a whole bunch of things here, guys. Sorry, I'm going back through here while you're all in here, but I think they mean picture quality because maybe GoPro has quality pictures, especially. Yeah, well, YouTube is kind of built about that. Um, that's what I'm trying to figure out. The GoPro's quality is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it's the rendering. It's not the look. It's actual quality. It's like you don't have a camera. It's like you need to use tripod. No, no, I don't film 60 frames. Dick slide. Oh, did you make it there? Do I actually have that many? It's taking them all away. I don't know. No. I don't know. See, here's another thing too, because I read through all that, and you mentioned something about the actual physical quality. Well, I don't know because I watch Dax made it. I watch John B's videos and I watch the quality of his. And while I'm watching him, I see pixelation, I see other stuff uh, in the water off to the side and everything else. Same way I see that in mine at the rate I render and everything. And that's what I said. It's like I don't know. I don't know if my phone when I'm here. Oh, my battery's getting low. That ain't good. Get out of here. Uh, yeah. So I mean, that's why I said I don't. That's where my issue comes with this because I watch everybody else's and I watch mine because I see that I've been doing videos since 1986 and I see a lot of times when I'm watching something and I will see a little bit of kind of distortion pixelation, especially when it's like water ripple and everything else. And then I watch John B in that in the video that he has and the way I have it set, and I see the same sort of thing and everything else in the quality of his as the quality of mine. So I'm like, I don't get it. And a lot of times maybe because my quality is lower, and if you have it set for a higher quality, it might try to play mine when you're watching it at a higher quality when it's actually set for a lower quality. So while you're watching it on YouTube, it might not automatically set it. All right, Dax. Thanks a lot for coming in and joining us. Oh, we had a good day, and thanks for being, I guess, 250. I didn't even know I was up to there. I was at like 230 forever. John Barry, yeah, 1080. But I don't. Yeah, I said, but I trust me, guys. I watch all this stuff. I watch like I probably watch 200 fishing videos a week of everybody's channel, and from people that have 10 subscribers to people that have a million subscribers and everything else. And I'm always watching the quality and looking at it and all that. And then every once in a while, I watch one of my videos, I watch what plays on mine, and I'm like, I don't see much of a difference. But I always seem to get people every once in a while and everything that tell me that that I need to upgrade. Well, no, but his quality looks just pretty much the same as mine. I don't know. I don't see it. A lot of times in his footage, even with his nice DSLR, and a lot of times the lighting's off and stuff. It's a little washed out and everything else. I guess you be your monitor. No, I watch him on this computer. I watch him on another computer, and I watch him on my phone. I watch him on my phone, and on my phone, I'm watching his same videos on the same phone that I'm watching him, and I'm watching mine. And I don't, I don't see much of a comparison difference, to be honest. Some of his lighting with some of his stuff is really good, but for the most part, no, I don't. And I'm sure he's rendering at a lot higher quality than I'm rendering. I only actually render at. Oh, with me? Oh, well, I film on 11 different cameras. So, yeah, I do comparisons all the time. As far as filming on one type of camera and another camera and another camera and another camera. Yeah, I have actually the 1080p Canon actual camcorder that I do most of my video blogs on. I have these two codecs. I actually have the GoPro. I have the Ion. I have the Get Up. I don't have a DSLR, but I think a lot of it is the fact that I mean, the video you're watching behind me, I think it's playing fine on here, playing, but I'm only rendering it at 4.5 megabytes a second. So, I mean, I don't know if you, uh, I don't know if you guys know anything about video rendering and bit rate and all that, but well, regular DVD is 8 megabytes a second. Regular, probably 4K, well, I don't know, Blu-ray, HD, it's probably like 16 megabytes a second bit rate. And I'm rendering these at 4.5 megabytes a second. Just so I can make them smaller, just so I can upload them a lot quicker. And since I'm doing it from my phone, I'm using my data. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's see, that's my thing. And it's like I said, I've been watching these forever. And I don't know. That's just sort of my issue is everybody keeps telling me that I need to use a better, you need to buy a better camera, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm like, I think they're fine. I don't think they're unwatchable. I don't does this look like pixelated to hell or like it's like and the audio is great on these things. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I think. Thank you, right to bear. I'm like, I don't get it. Why do they keep telling me that my cameras I use are shit? It's like it's like they I don't know. I mean, yeah, a lot of my older ones when I did it, yeah, they were shit. All my ones I did in Divx, a lot of my old tips and tricks and that they are very grainy. They got they got noise around them. Yeah, but you watch my old ones with my when I did them in Divx and that. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's called noise. When you get that little sort of fuzz around, like lettering and everything else in that, it's called noise. And I see a lot of that. And yeah, it's because I was trying to do them as a file sharing. I was trying to make them really small. It's what? You don't have that extra what throw footage from a legit camera. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what I think if I started mixing in this footage with the head cam with the chest cam, so I finally had like you know the GoPro footage in there all the time. But I don't see most people aren't used to that. If they're used to, because I use the hat cam, they're not used to the hat cam being what I use. They're used to being GoPro. Yeah, exactly. No, I said for the trust me, guys. For the I mean, I can watch this. I can actually pop this onto our big screen. That's a 48 inch or 52 inch out there, and I can sit back a ways from it. Yeah, but I don't. I mean, this is playing on this. It's only the megabytes are really small. It's 720. Yeah, I'm not shooting at 1080. I can do 1080, but I've done a couple in 1080 and thrown them up, lowering them back down to 720, and it looks about the same because of the bit rate that I'm taking the 1080 down to 720 and the 4.5 looks almost exactly the same as keeping it at 720 and doing it at 4.5. Right now we're talking about we're talking about the fact that everybody thinks I need better cameras. I know exactly. Yeah. Good point. Sorry, I'm gonna have to move this over here for a second. Uh, exactly. Sorry, I'm gonna have to switch sides. Uh, 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 uh. You guys know how this goes when it's actually on the other side. Sorry, when I get to the issue of battery low, I have to switch sides. This battery's starting to get old. I'll leave that playing further back there in the background. I missed another comment. Just randomly found on YouTube. No, suddenly this is because this was a storytelling Tuesday. I already did that story. Before that, we have a pre-show where there's a lot of really cute, hot chicks that are fishermen. Why is this saying it's not charging now? I have it plugged in. Bastard, better be charging. Um, now I actually have one of my old shows playing behind me. Because we got into a movie game real time. No, we're not talking about my lives. They're talking about my actual videos. I have an issue with a lot of people that tell me that I need to upgrade my cameras, and I don't think I have that issue. Thanks, low budge. Yeah, no, I was just telling him that everyone wants everything on a GoPro these days, or a $5,000 DSLR with a 24 mm lens, and they want you to render it at you know 16, 20, 40 megabyte a second, so it looks crystal clear and realer than your ass. Oh yeah, no, we're not. This camera's really good. I mean, well, this phone. No, this phone, all that. No, no, we're talking about. They're talking about my what's playing in the background. For some reason, I always have these people that think and tell me that my quality is shit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. What is it? Cranky Fingers. Yeah, he was the one that said that. But like I said, I don't. I mean, it's really hard for me because I watch my videos on my phone when I'm out on my porch, and then I watch everybody else's on the same phone, and I don't know. I don't see. I see the same sort of quality variances and maybe a little pixelation in the water when it's really rough for animation, and yeah, but I also but that's another thing too is if you put them on a computer, a lot of it when you're watching on a computer, yeah, when you put it on the computer, it has to do with your settings. I mean, if if you have your settings set for not automatic and you have it set for like 4K or 1080, and then mine come on, YouTube is going to compensate for it. So it's going to make the video play a lot crappier than it should play because of the way the settings are set up on it. So on a desktop, yeah, it's totally different. Well, that's what I keep saying. Yeah, but see, the thing is, when I play mine on my desktop under auto, they well, if you they take a while to get going and they look really bad to begin with. But when I play my phone under the same auto, it plays incredible all the way through. But if I watch the video kind of halfway through on the computer and then I reset it and then I start it over, suddenly it plays like really clean and really good all the way through. So that's why I said I think a lot of it has to do with the way the settings are and everything else when you watch it on desktop. Because I will watch it on desktop on my desktop. I'll watch my own. No, but I know what he's saying because I'll watch it on my desktop and I'll watch it right here and see how. I mean, it's playing right here. It's totally clear. It looks great. I will put that same quality of video onto YouTube and I watch on my desktop and I have it set to auto and it's just like pixelated and blurry and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'll let it go through halfway and then all of a sudden I'll start over. Yeah, but all of a sudden I'll start over on my desktop and yeah, but it just like I said, I'll start over to this time and all of a sudden the thing plays crystal clear and looks as good as it does here. But on my phone, it always plays crystal clear right from the beginning. So I don't know, it's something with the settings and something you do when you're on a desktop watching YouTube with the videos. Even if it's set at auto or whatever, it has a hard time for some reason with and 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 it's better way. Yeah, but see, the thing is, actually, I can't even set these. I have no settings on this. I have settings for live on my desktop, but on the phone, it's all automatic. It goes straight to. It does it in HD, and it's all on its own. I can't get into these settings on the phone when I go live. On desktop, I can. But yeah, as far as the as far as the, I don't know what this is sending it out as. This is 4K. It's set up for 4K, so I don't know. I don't know what's sending it. If it's this stream is actually going out 720 or 1080, but the stream is set up for all the way to 4K, full HD. If that's what they're sending it out as. But what I was saying, as far as these videos and everything, it doesn't matter what I render this at because YouTube is turning it into whatever they use. YouTube is using, they used to use Flash. I don't know what they're using now, but they turn it. This video turns, when you go it and it processes, it turns it into their video. You're not seeing what I upload. You're not seeing an MPEG-4 that I uploaded. You're seeing it in whatever format YouTube uses to play it back to you guys. This is that's one thing is they're not playing back this actual original video that I uploaded. They're transforming it into whatever they use in their thing, which used to be Shockwave Flash or type of Flash. I don't know what they use now. But this is an MPEG-4 going to them. I don't know if, I mean, MPEG-4 is a pretty popular one. They actually don't accept DivX anymore, which I used to do. Now, if you upload a DivX, it goes to processing. It'll just stay with the processing. It'll never finish. That happened about halfway through. when I started doing these. So I turned to MP4. Um, it's a streamable format, so that's what I said. But I mean, see, that's playing on that, which is way bigger than a freaking phone and everything. And I'm not. There's hardly any pixelation. There's hardly anything around the letters and. But like you said, I've seen it on desktop when I try to play mine, and I'm like, I've been that frustrated, like you guys have, and I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, why the hell does this look like such crap? This is not the way the video that I upload to YouTube looks, and there's no way the video I upload to YouTube should look like this because they're. But then I've watched one by John B on my desktop. I've watched ones by Lunker, and I've had them start out the same way. They start out kind of pixelated. They look grainy. I'm like, wow, why do they upload such a crappy video now? But then if I stop it and then restart it, all of a sudden it starts playing clear and it looks good. So I don't know. I guess YouTube's focusing more on making things look better and everything on mobile devices than they are on desktops. So maybe they're more attuned to making things look clean. Yeah, but I have the same connection on my desktop that I have on this. So, but mobile device and desktop device and the way everything works and that it's totally different. But I think if you look at percentage of amount of people that watch things on YouTube on a mobile device compared to people that watch it on a desktop, um, usually for I think 130 megabytes a second. It usually shows on there about 113 megabytes a second to 117 megabytes a second. Totally fast enough, trust me, to upload any sort of video from YouTube. That's actually upload. Well, actually, no, that's comparable. The upload speed doesn't matter when you're watching a video. No, he was just talking about what's the upload speed. Well, the upload speed doesn't matter when you're that only matters when you're uploading video. That doesn't matter when you're downloading a video to watch. Well, yeah, when I hooked this phone up to my thing, I get usually 130 to 117 megabytes a second for the connection. Well, that's gonna be split up. It's usually 2/3, 1/3 for upload and download. Well, no, but that's when I'm using the Wi-Fi from this to my actual desktop. Right now, this thing's running on its own. Totally different. This is running on its own. This is just whatever this high-speed data is from T-Mobile is what I'm running on now. But live stream on YouTube, it's only like 10 megabytes for every minute. So that's actually very, very low. I don't know what the bit rate is, but 10 megabytes for every minute. That's I don't know what they stream at, but that's pretty low. That's a pretty low bandwidth they're using. But yeah, like I said, I can understand the difference with people. I think most people that have a difference and tell me to get better quality is because they're watching on a desktop or a laptop. But if you watch it on a phone or a mobile device like a tablet or something else, I watch mine. I watch John B's. I watch Lunkers. I watch Casey Neistat's. As far as quality, there's no difference for the most part. I mean, maybe a slight here and there, maybe color because mine doesn't like capture the color net. But yeah, sometimes on desktop and laptop, and all that, it messes up. Yeah, because you don't need it. Yeah. Yeah, you can hit well, but see, the difference is everything on uh 1080 is just as good as you don't. It's so hard to like describe this stuff to people because it's kind of like print. See, all of my resolution and all my HD and all that stuff came from printing of the actual print. Like I used to do printing for art and art you hung on your wall and everything. Well, no, it's not. It depends on the depends on the quality that you render it at. But the thing is when you reproduce art, like somebody's painting, and you take a photo, and you reproduce it into a print. You can reproduce the print, but the reality is the human eye, our eye, this our eye, even if you're 2020, even if you're 2015, the best freaking you can see out of these effing fucking eyes, it can only differentiate 240 dots per inch. That's it. That's all the human eye can differentiate. And so in the industry, most people will print at 300, just a little above it. A lot of people, but you get a lot of people, and I used to deal with this online. What if you're an eagle? An eagle used to do. No, but I had people online, and they said, "Well, they print theirs at 600 DPI, which is dots per inch." Yeah, but they would say, "Oh, I print my they do their art prints at 600 DPI." I'm like, "Why are you doing that?" They're like, "Oh, well, because people like to hear that, and I sell more because I think it's a higher dots per inch." And I'm like, "Well, but the human eye can't see more than 240 dots per square inch, so you're just wasting ink and spending more time printing because it's gonna take longer." He goes, "Oh, yeah, I know it doesn't look any better. It doesn't look any clearer, but that's my selling point. Is I tell people that it's at 600 DPI, and I'm like, but it was just selling point. It was just mimic. It was like everything else. Like this beta work. This all the hype, all the stupid crap that doesn't work, and that's But yeah, but same thing when you hear. It's like if you look at a freaking really good HD TV and you go in kind of close and you look at it during a broadcast of an actual HD video coming across it, and then you watch 85 million. That's yeah. And you watch the commercials and everything. I can sit there and see how pixelated it is, and I can see the interference and everything around it, and it looks like if you stand kind of close to it, it looks like crap. And when they sell you an HD now, it's like, oh, but you gotta, to get the best in it, you gotta be 15, 20 feet away. That's when it looks clear. Because if you go in close to it, you notice how it looks like freaking crap. But you can see the difference between the broadcasts and the different commercials and everything else, and how pixelated they are, and you can see the interference and the fuzz around them, and you can see how they're not running them in actually 16 by 9. They're running them in 16 by 9 by 16 by 9, or they're I don't know. It bugs me to watch TV because I think everything is done totally wrong. But yeah, see, somebody got me going on all this, so I'm gonna let it all out to you guys about the whole quality issue and everything else. I mean, I think if it's an HD TV, if you walk up right close to it and look at it, should it be really clear? Should it not be sort of fuzzy and pixelated? Yeah, exactly. Because like my parents got to be in a lot of the channels, and I walk up close to it, and I'm like, shouldn't it be crystal clear when I'm like right here looking at it? And they're like, "Oh no, the salesman said if you it's distance." when when you're like 15, 20 feet away, that's when it looks the clearest, and that's when the HD. Like, well, but and I'll come up close and watch different, you know, if it's an HD broadcast, yeah, it's crystal clear and it's pretty clear when you're up close. If it's a commercial and it's not broadcast in HD and all that, it looks like crap. But evidently, when you're further away, because you don't, your eye adjusts and everything, and it still looks kind of clear. But that's sort of the whole thing with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're having issues with my quality, watch my videos after a six pack. You'll love them, both of them. You'll just have to watch them with one eye, and you'll be like, dude, that quality is amazing, or something like that. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna have to end this one. I didn't realize I've actually been on now for That's good. Yeah, no, I've already been on. Jesus, I've been on for 3 hours and 15 minutes, guys. That's a long time. Well, actually, now I think about it, it's usually got about 3 hours. But I was actually supposed to. I was actually supposed to spend the time finishing up Dr. Hambone's video so I can upload tomorrow. Anyway, you know it's shitty low quality because my cameras and stuff suck. I'm using an old Kodak 110 video camera and yeah, shitty stuff. I should upgrade. None of my cameras cost more than $39 that I use. I like this phone. I actually, yeah, this phone actually it's $49. It's a $49 phone that I go live on, but it seems to work. Back to VHS. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Yeah, maybe when I render Dr. Hammonds, I'll jump it up to I'll jump it up to 5 megabytes a second instead of 4.5. But although I've done the 4.5 compared to the 5, and I don't see much of a difference, I might need to go to 6 or 7. Oh god, don't even let me go to my VHS. I have so much stuff. Yeah, all right, guys. Yeah, I think I'm out. I'm ready to point that. Yeah. Well, anything analog doesn't skip; it just gets fuzzy. Okay, maybe. All right. Well, I actually have. Here's the funny thing. I actually have. Well, I think I've showed it to you guys before, but over there I have like the world's smallest action cam. Some stupid thing I bought at Marshall's. It's actually under my eye behind that clock, but it's like this big. Shoots in 640 by 480. I want to do a challenge and see if I can actually film a show on this thing. Like I said, it's like this big. It's just like this little teeny and poop cam. Yeah, whatever. And I was gonna see if I'd actually make it uh, as a challenge. Yeah. Oh, it's right here. See that little thing right there that says movie? Right there, right in my seal, it says movie. It was some, I don't know, it was some cheap marketing thing that somebody came out with right as like GoPro and that started off. Like, ooh, and it has a little strap for your hat and all this other stuff. It's too fuzzy, this guy. It's fuzzy, it's grainy, it sort of, it stutters. Yeah. I'm gonna do a video with it sometime. It actually has pretty good audio, but I don't know. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go though. Like I said, I need to start editing low budgets. Oh, I just gave away one of my standards to a little kid with skateboards. I have two standard flash, but I've showed these before to you guys right here. I mean, look at that, baby. You want to compare old cameras? You want to look at old cameras? Check this thing out, baby. Oh, yeah, look at that. Can't go old school on me without seeing something like this, baby. Old Samsung High 8. Still works great. Came with Benjamin. All right. And you want to go there? Porn camera. Yeah, that is. You want to go there too? Look at this. Oh, yeah, baby. You ready for this? Nothing wrong with that. That's right. And, okay, wait. Oh, Jesus. I just lost everything out of here. Look at this. Showed them online. Oh, no, my VHS used to be way behind. Check this out, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, what is that? What's that right there, baby? Yeah, you can see me in here. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. That's called an old school big ass fisheye right there. No. No. No, that's not what I use for skate bits. Now we're talking. Yeah. No. No. Skate bits were done on this. Skate bits are shot on this to get up. Little teeny get up GoPro. 1080, 240 frames a second, slow mo. But this is what I used to shoot my first fishing shows were shot on this on the high 8. We're shot through this old school fisheye lens that yeah, hooked up to that camera you just saw me show you. Old school. Yeah, the old school ones from the 80s, 90s were, no, it wasn't this one. No, it wasn't this. Uh, Actually, no, I think it was this fisheye. Yeah, it was the same fisheye, but I had a different adapter for the VHS camera. I had to buy a different VH. All right, did I? Yeah, I think this was it. I don't know if this is it or if I had to buy another one. Wait, let me see. Wait, what one is this? Kaneko. I don't know Kaneko. Kaneko. I don't know. I don't know. This might have been actually. I don't think this is. I think the fisheye that I had for the old skate videos was the fisheye I bought for the old Hitachi VHS camera. I think this is when I bought after that. So I think when I sold the VHS camera, I sold the lens with it, and I had to buy this Kaneko. And it's really funny because Kaneko is this brand. It's on this that I use fisheye, and Kaneko is the ones that I use for my clip on here and my clip on my phone. My phone ones. So they're an old school. They're a really good lens company. Kaneko. But anyway, yeah. See, you want me to get old school? I'm an old school. Okay, no, it's it's quality content just at crappy resolution. Quality content on crappy cameras. Maybe that should be a catchphrase. Maybe I start putting out. Come check us out. Quality content, crappy cameras. It's all got C's in it. Quality, well, a Q, but it's like a C sound. Yeah, it's quality content, crappy cameras. Gotta get the money shot. Dave Boone, I haven't seen you on here. Wait, where? Wait, David Boone, I haven't seen you on here in a while. Should have, not should have. All right, yeah, no. Should have, could have, would have. That's true too. Or we could go with rubber baby buggy bumpers, or a lemon liniment, or yeah, no, I've been drinking a bit, all right? I've had my wine, I had my beer, I had a long day. Sorry if I, what did I say? Should have instead of should have? Should have. But Dave Boone, yeah, I haven't seen you on here in a while, man. I was just thinking about you. I'm like, well, I haven't heard from him in a while. He just said should have, could have, would have, should have. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Uh, I don't know. Evidently, now not only around the rugged rock, the ragged or rascal ran. Yeah, so evidently now not only is my video quality shit, but my vocabulary sucks, and I do contractions that shouldn't be contractions. No, anyway, you probably haven't been on here. It went totally in with the whole rest of everything that's been going on before you even got here. And it was a whole like editing thing, and people telling me I need better quality video, and this and that and everything else. And all right, low budget. I know I said I'm out, and it's now been like 15 minutes. Yeah. No, it was just this whole conversation of, well, I mean, you said it earlier. At least you didn't cry this time. I've only cried once on a live. That was right after, and when I was stressed. Flicker flack, fricker frack, tomato tomato, potato potato. Yeah, but no, that whole like kind of like with you, David, when you came in and you told me I need a mic and that, and I said I can't do it on this. I would love to, but as far as I know, you still can't. I mean, in here it's fine, everything else, and it's just when I'm out there and other stuff. But yeah, people say that issue with quality and this and that, and half my regulars say my quality's fine, and other people say it's not. Is it bass or bass? Is it bass or bass? Basically, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we're smart in the fifth grader. We are. We conquered it twice. We got 2 million ducats in YouTube. because we's a smart channel. Story about three ducks. Not really. I've heard about. No, I've never heard a story about three ducks. Say I heard a story about two ducks and one duck. I know. Exactly it. Exactly my thought. Yeah. Do what you do, and people love you will follow. Duck Frey. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna change what I do. I think I'm doing. I have great followers. I view people. We've networked. We've done good stuff. Yeah. No, I have my great followers, and I'm, I don't know. I've progressed. I think I've kind of changed my thing. I've learned. I've done stuff. My videos now compared to just a little while ago. Hot chicks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I got to keep telling myself that though, because you need to listen to yourself. You need to keep doing what you do and believe in what you do because it's what I love to do. It's the way I love to do it. It's my voice. It's the way I put things together. And I'm getting people to follow me. And yeah, and it's just the hardest thing to becoming someone that becomes someone is putting all the other voices of everybody that tells you need to change everything. Roof for rough, cricket. Yeah, getting rid of all the people that are like, oh, you gotta get rid of this, you gotta get rid of that. Oh, you should change that. Oh, you should do this. It's like they're the people that are the voice in your head that are trying to change who you are as a person, trying to change your mind, the way your vision, all that other stuff. No, just stick with it. Do it. No, well, actually, I got that idea from a lot of the vloggers because they do it. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like. But I said if you look at my videos from like a year or two ago compared to where they're at now, as far as the amount of cuts I do, the quickness of the cuts, the changing of the intro music, now adding subscribers to the intro, the difference of when I go to the conditions of the day, the changing the music a lot, switching the music up, changing the music under that, making it different all the time, adding the day so far, adding that music, and then suddenly I added that cool footage of the girls dancing under it. And yeah, no, the quickness of my videos and the other stuff, and the intro has suddenly become the way it has become. It wasn't like that to begin with. If you watch my videos from a long time ago, the hey guys, welcome to this edition, that sort of stuff, that thing. There's been huge progression as far as my videos and the way they become to this point right now when you watch them. As far as the fishing videos, CCB fishing videos, compared to the way they were. Huge. I mean, it's huge if you go back just like a year ago, 2 years ago. You look at the difference, the way it is now, the way it was then, the way I edited, the way I put together. But see, I am different than all those other videos and those channels too because I have Cynicals Bass, the fishing channel. I have CCB blogs. I have the tips and tricks. I have the Baldy Bites. I have four separate, totally different things. Different intro to each. Each is about a different thing. And so I have all that. I'm not just the same on every single blog, even if it's just something about a tip about a certain bait or a certain thing, or if it's body bites, or if it's just a blog about, going to the store for a day. I keep mine separate. I do it different. Plus, now I also have the lives because everyone. Yeah, no, it's just that's why I said I'm always looking at places to take it, places to go with it. Like I said, the intro, which I'm doing now, I have the new, which I just introduced, the video, the CCP bait challenge. So I'm opening that up to it. Oh yeah, if trolls want to do an intro for me, I'll let them. But yeah, I mean, I still need to do the first bait challenge. Working on that, trying to figure out. I got like, I don't know, 7 to 8 of you, 9 of you, 10 of you that have sent me emails saying you want to be a part of it. Got to figure out who's going to be the first, what bait to send them. Oh yeah, I just said that. Well, obviously this came like no, there's like 8. I think 8 or 9 now that have already sent me emails and want to be a part of it. Plus, there's a lot of people that I don't know. They don't watch my videos regularly, but I've already kind of contacted them on the backside that said they would be willing to do it once I got it all kind of finalized. So I don't know. You'll start seeing a lot of those coming. So yeah, it's guys. I filmed 3 shows in the last 3 days. I was live on Sunday. I filmed a show Monday, a show Tuesday, a show today, and I've just gone live now. So yeah, if I had my way, I would probably upload a Central Coast Bass fishing show in one day. I would upload a tips and tricks that same day, and I would go live that same day. No, I don't think they will. Most of them that are into it are people that are very honest. Yeah, I mean, if I had it my way, I would love to upload 3 shows a day. I mean, the amount of content I can put out and the way that I work and the way I'd love to work is like I can go put out a fishing show, go live, and put up a tips and tricks or Baldy Bites. 3 shows in the same day. Because I can go film like 30 tips and tricks in about 5 hours. And I have so many scripted and so many in the background, plus Baldy Bites. Plus, every day I can film a show easily. And I can go film a show in the morning and then I go live in the evening. So, yeah. Once we get this going, everything is going. I get totally turned this upside down. Everyone's like daily vlogging, and everyone's like weekly videos. No, they're getting 5 baits, but only one of each bait. 5 baits, one of each. So, I mean, if they get a crankbait, obviously crankbait. But as far as plastics, if they get a toad, they're not getting a package of toads. They're getting one toad hooked up with the hook the way I hook it. If they get a little 4-inch gotcha flick stick, it's going to be one worm with the little hook in it with the 16 ounce or 8 ounce the way I rig them. So yeah, as far as plastics, one bait. Oh, you really believe that, dude? It's called acting. I mean, come on. You really believe that? I mean, come on. That was seriously acting. I, I had so much fun filming that, but yeah, no, that was all acting. I wasn't. I get up at 7, 8 in the morning anytime. It's no problem at all. But since the whole thing, and I was playing the script. I was hyping it up because everyone knew that he didn't get early and blah blah. So I was hyping it up. So I'm like, Chris, you're gonna love this. It was bad. God, it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, I had fun acting that whole thing like I was like completely tired and uh, uh, oh, and the other thing too with my really, I'm still on here. It's almost 3 hours and 45 minutes. Uh, the other thing is with my videos is that the little intro and then the little bit after the day so far, and then sometimes the endings. They're all with filters over them. It's called bleach bypass. It kind of makes you look sort of black and white, so it bleaches stuff out. So I don't know if some of that is why people have an issue with mine and think that my cameras are crap, but it's intentional. It's kind of a look. It makes it kind of like, I don't know. I think it looks more artsy and it's different than the rest. So that's what I use in the beginning over it. So that's why it kind of looks like that. But people think evidently that I have a crappy camera and it doesn't know how to make me look natural and not look kind of black and white and kind of bleached out. But it's a filter and it's called trying to stylize and make something look a little bit different. But yeah, guys, I gotta get out of here. And somewhere along the line, way back when, somebody gave me $1 during this. I don't even remember who it was now. It was somebody new. I don't know if it was lane fishing or if it was, I don't know. It doesn't tell me. It just tells me that I have your 99 cents, $1, something donation was on here from a super chat. But okay, I'm out. I gotta try and whip out a. It was Lane that did it, right? Okay. Uh, yeah, I got to try and whip out this, not this, but the Dr. Hammer one, so I can get that up because I kind of want to film a show tomorrow. And yeah, all right, guys, I'm out. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everybody. There's been all kinds of people in here forever. We've gone through all kinds of things. We went through all kinds of like, stuff that was really great before I did the story, and then I did the story, and now we've gotten into a bunch of stuff afterwards. And thank you guys a lot. You guys are always a help. You guys are always a think tank. And yeah, sorry about my tangent on the quality thing, but evidently it's a thorn in my side. Bugs me, but I'll get over it and I'll keep doing what I'm doing and hope you guys stay long and keep joining me and hopefully I keep providing you guys with good videos you love to watch because you guys help me. You're my support group and uh, I think I have the best subs of any channel. But thanks a lot, guys. I'm out. We'll see if I can do this. I always F this part up, but I'm gonna try to do the whole BAM thing like Scott Martin. I mean, he's Scott Martin. I'm Scott Cowboy. It's a Scott thing. I gotta do the BAM thing.